listening to the Sneaker Box.
Oh shit alert, Louis clothes, calling women sisters, Louboutins and Gucci.
Yo, what is up? I guess I should address. Yeah, some technical difficulties to say the least. But
chicken and waffles, sir.
when is the you know how we use like ish?
Am I on?
Yeah. You know how we say ish? Like we start around 11-ish now.
Yeah, that's what
Like when does that expire? I always feel like it's a half-hour window at least within the half-hour window.
If we meant like anytime after 12, it'd be 12ish.
35 minutes? All right,
Yeah.
so we're just under.
Yeah.
Is it like when you drop food, you just like, okay, 5-second rule or 10-second rule? You just keep adding seconds to it?
Why is your stuff an analogy to food?
Because only one of us has it in here?
Yeah.
Probably.
And it's not you.
Well,
exactly.
Of course, the reason we were late is Barry White Ranger was stuck down at the Waffle House, and he was a little late getting here. Sorry.
No, you're forgiven.
Shout out to the Waffle House.
Big shots to the
I
Waffle
mean, you
House.
got here pretty quick. I mean, what's the nearest Waffle House from here?
Toledo, I think.
Exactly.
And I had to go into Toledo.
Yeah, I mean.
Sad.
It is a very sad thing. So there's that. So, we're here now. Yes, we're half hour late. Sorry. We'll try to be better next week. Having said that, this is the Sneaker Box Podcast with Sneaker Bar Detroit, a part of the Crepitech family. What's the point of spending all that money on your shoes if you're not going to keep them clean long enough to get your money's worth? Practice safe stunting. Go to crepitech.com and get your shoes some protection. Crepitech, the only brand that protects you from head to toe. Also, make sure to follow the show on social media. We're going to start doing some giveaways on social media throughout the week.
Win a date with Barry White Ranger.
There you go. I know D-Lo's going to
yeah.
sign up for that. Trying to get the other foot licked. I got to tell you, there's a lot of things that happen in Atlanta.
You're just jealous that you didn't get your foot licked.
Ah, man.
That's
I'm
all
telling you.
I
saying.
actually am.
I'm telling you, if you had licked my foot, I would have cut off my leg like that guy in Saw. Like, I would have just found, like, the nearest, sharpest object.
That's why I bring a spare hacksaw with me.
It would have been used that day.
Yeah.
I think I just found my next favorite shoe. Look at this.
What's that? What's the next favorite shoe?
I'll show you later. Someone slipped.
Whose
HR.
shoe is that? I know, yeah, somebody slipped in our DMs. Whose shoe is that?
He produces those. So.
Oh, is it official?
Steven
Dexter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Man. Yeah. Anyway, make sure to follow us on social media. You can follow us on Instagram at @thesneakerbox_podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at @thesneakerbox_. I'm sorry. Let me go back. I'm tripping. This is what happens when you start a half hour late and you've been off for a week. Follow us on Instagram at @thesneakerbox_podcast. Follow us on Twitter at @thesneakerbox_. And you can follow us on Facebook by simply looking up the Sneaker Box Podcast page. And if you have any sneaker comments or questions, or if you are listening live and you hear us talk about a certain subject and you want to just jump in, or if you're looking for a shoe, anything sneaker related, hit us up at toll-free 888-799-5267. And, of course, as always, I am your host, the African Caesar. Excuse me.
All hail Caesar,
Yeah.
Emperor of Rome, monarch of the Roman Empire, ruler of the world.
And, of course, I'm joined by my main dude, Francis313.
Looking good, Francis. Well rested. Like you've been pitching, not catching.
I'm pretty well rushed.
I know you should be well rested. I mean, we've been off for like a week or 2 weeks. And then, hey, look who's back in the house, our HR rep, Sneaker Grind.
House business booming. Like,
I mean, those cat lasers are still like the most annoying thing on podcasts anywhere. And then you saw them. You saw them in you
Yeah, I
didn't say
think I
anything
need
to 'em.
somebody new.
Whoa. No more free Yeezys?
Never had free Yeezys. Allegedly.
I know, right? Like, prove it.
Allegedly.
Prove you've never gotten free Yeezys.
You want the receipt?
No,
My
there should be
other-
no receipts. They were free.
No, they were not free.
Oh, get out of here.
She had to pay for them.
I know she bought a fake receipt off of eBay. You know they sell those now, fake receipts.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like they sell Supreme bags by themselves, plastic
Who's buying that?
merchandise bags.
Honest, I really don't know where we got to the point where you can just throw Supreme on something and people just go crazy.
Yeah, they had little toothbrushes, and I was like, yeah, I've always wanted a
Did
Supreme
you see the
toothbrush.
clippers from this week?
No.
They did like hair clippers this week.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Come on, man. All right. I've seen actually people like customize. Like, since when is putting Supreme on a shoe a custom? Like, if you're going to do a custom, I'm thinking of a colorway or something. I've seen people.
Or just in general, like, I don't know if it's a custom if you're taking somebody else's brand and putting it
That's
on
what
something.
that's what I
and
hated.
Supreme didn't
People-
make it.
No,
like,
dumb.
people have been doing that with the Bape Camel for years.
it's just I'm saying, like, they
layering
didn't
it
do
on
that.
shit and just being like, oh, this is a Bape custom.
That required no thought. You just
Like,
took.
this is a Supreme tattoo. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, it's just way to be lazy. Like, how do you think and be lazy at the same time? Like, but, you know.
This is like that whole Nike socks, Jordan socks.
Oh, the whole, yeah. Okay, so.
We were in the cafeteria
Oh, my
at the mall, and we talked about mixing brands and wearing clothes. And this conversation lasted probably about 2 hours.
I know. We spent more time with this conversation than shopping.
As it
That's how
should.
long the conversation was.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Okay, so let's do this. Let's do the Fab Five Ignorance releases and then kind of touch on SneakerCon Atlanta. All right. So anyway, this is the Sneaker Box Fab Five releases from the previous week.
The Fab Five.
Fab Five.
The Fab Five. The Fab Five. The
Fab Five.
Top five, top five, top five.
Saw it in my dreams. 5.
All right. So number 5, we had the Hannon. Oh well, let me do this. Brought to you by Sneaker Legends, Detroit's newest sneaker spot. Missed on your favorite sneaker release? No problem. Just make your way down to the store located at 1033 Howard Street in Dearborn, Michigan, or you can look up the inventory of the latest and greatest sneakers on their website at sneakerlegends.com. Number 5, we have the Hannon Special Edition New Balance U50. Oh, jeez, what is it? U520 HNF. Can you think of a longer name? I think they're missing some letters and numbers in that
It's
name.
actually a song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Who's okay? What song is U520 HNF?
I think that's the motto.
Okay. You said it's a song and then shrug your shoulders.
Yeah, I thought she was going to make it a song.
No, no. I'm annoyed that it's just the name of a shoe, let alone the name of a song. But
I like them.
Can you pull
you like?
it up?
Yeah, it's on the screen.
No, not her screen.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Jesus, what am I doing? I have no clue. I really no longer know what I'm doing anymore.
Tabs.
I know.
Tabs everywhere.
If you look behind you, though, it's a thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Okay, there you go. I'm not even gonna waste my time, you know. But no, because I'm like pulling up on a computer screen and like you got this huge flat screen television like right above us. But yeah, so those are dope. I like them. Unfortunately, once again, New Balance and other companies just feel like it is in their best interest to not make my size. So I, for the purposes of the show, like I put it up there, but in my heart of hearts, I don't care. Not until they make my size. I really do not care. But I will acknowledge it as a dope shoe, dope colorway. Shout out to Hannah. Shout out to New Balance. Please think of a better name. Like U520 HNF. Is that an abbreviation for something? I feel like
No,
it should mean something. Like it sounds like a submarine, like a military submarine, like a U520 HNF. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Number 4, we have the Adidas Busenets Indoor Super. I love these shoes.
I can live without them.
You can live without them?
Yeah.
Those are dope.
I could live with them or without them.
You can live with them or without them? So you're indifferent to it then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. As long as you don't
Yeah,
hate
like
them.
you were to interpret it. Like, so that means.
Hey,
No, I think
so
they're dope.
So you're
Do
saying
they
I have
come
a
in-
chance?
Do they come in your size?
No.
Imagine what that looks like in a 15.
Bowling
man.
shoes.
Oh God, those are dope. I like it. I'm getting more into like casual shoes. I mean, obviously basketball shoes are taking a nosedive right now as far as the masses. Everybody's going for runners and casual shoes. I just thought this was clean. I thought this was dope. I think this is only sold overseas as well, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're looking for them, you probably got to go to like Size or Foot Patrol, any of those places. Number 3, we got the New Balance MT580. God, New
I
Balance.
feel like I've seen this before, but not. I mean, obviously it looked a little different, but it looks like I'm having deja vu right now.
You might be.
Have we seen a shoe that looks similar to this that's a New Balance?
Probably.
Like the colorway.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't be surprised if you saw like another wheat suede type of New Balance on in the past. But this is the New Balance MT580 brown suede. Once again, it's the fall, at least here in the Midwest. I guess the seasons don't really matter if you live anywhere south or west. But in the Midwest, in the East, it's the fall. It's getting cool. You know, any wheat-colored sneaker.
It's gotten cool in the last 3 days.
I know it has.
It's supposed to heat back up too.
This week it's supposed to be like the high 70s again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, it was funny too because it was hotter here in Detroit than it was in Atlanta.
Exactly, it was like 80 there.
It was
90
perfect in
something
Atlanta.
here.
It was like the perfect temperature.
It was hotter here than where I was.
Really?
Where
were you?
I was down in Guatemala.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Some of us can't go to Guatemala. We can only afford to go to Atlanta.
Or London.
Who went to London?
Got
Oh,
it.
I did. I forgot, because I try not to mention it.
This is number 3.
Yeah, this is number 3. The New Balance MT 580 Brown Suede. I like it. Once again, don't make a size 15. So, like, we already went through 3 shoes, and none of them I can get. So, but that's my passion. This is why I love sneakers, and this is how I love my listeners. That I'm willing to talk about shoes that I can't even get. Number 2, we got the limited edition, special edition. Limited edition, special edition. That's redundant. Diodora N9000 Corfox. Am I saying that right?
I hope so.
I know.
It's pronounced.
There's no other way to
Gordon.
say it. Like
He just wanted to hit the button.
I know. Yeah, he had that at the ready.
What is that like on the bottom of the shoe? Not the bottom, but on the
heel.
Yeah, on the heel.
It looks like some type
Some
of.
cherries? What is that?
Oh, like on the back of it?
Yeah.
Oh, can we get another picture?
Let's get some banter going.
I know. Shout out to Magnoodles too. Like I love. The reason I love him is because he goes after shoes like this. Like while everybody's going after like Yeezys or Off-White, he is going after Diodoras and things of that nature, Asics. And I'm always I always see his stuff on my timeline. And honestly, I stay up to date on a lot of stuff because of him. So shout out to him on that one. But yeah, like once again, man, God damn, that's 4 shoes.
Those are
4 shoes I cannot get that I have to talk about.
They might be like a fireworks explosion because Corfox is a festival.
Okay,
Oh.
so I said it right.
Yeah.
Why did I get that drop then?
Just because.
No, that drop should be like stricken off the record. Like we have a stenographer.
I
if you
recall
didn't
that
know.
drop being used like whenever you stumble.
I know, but I didn't even stumble though.
You questioned yourself.
I was okay, so I was unsure. I wasn't as. I'll tell you, sometimes the TV could be distracted. I'm looking at it on the TV right now.
It's Corfox.
Creamy Bigums is at MSU right now, and he's wearing the tightest, orangiest outfit I've ever seen.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God.
Anyways.
I know, I might have to like put my hand up and block the television from me.
Yeah, English Corfox is fire.
I'm sorry. That was just so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous what he just did right now. Like he is being ridiculous.
Corfox in English is Fire Run.
Okay.
So it's
cool.
It's a festival somewhere.
All right, man. Let's get to number 1 because I actually got these too. Number 1, we have. Drum roll. We have the Air Jordan 32 Rosa Corsa. Like I think, honestly,
Who thinks?
I think. I mean, no, a lot of people say, Rashawn, like, or sees we love your list every week. They tell me, they stop me in the streets. They stop me in the streets to tell me how great my list are.
This was a
how
dream.
I speak for America.
This was a dream.
No, you like that? No, yeah, you do like that. No, they tell me all the time. They stop me in the street, like, like, never mind what Sneaker Girl says. Like, we love your list. You speak for all of us.
How's business? Booming.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what they look like to me.
What picture?
We're not in agreement.
Okay, what's wrong with this shoe? Please tell me what's wrong with this shoe.
Tell me what's right with it.
Everything
in the colors.
He said everything's right.
Like, what is wrong?
Yeah, Flyknit
in the color
and
is pretty much
the
right.
black and red.
Okay, first.
I mean, it's just
whatever.
Exactly.
It just doesn't
Thank
have
you.
to be the top. But
what's wrong? Okay, so you tell me you don't like the Flyknit. What's the problem with the Flyknit?
No, I said I like the Flyknit.
He brought it up as if it was a problem, like it was a negative.
No, he brought up the 2 things that we liked.
Where's the
okay, so what do you not like? That was the question.
That big thing on the side.
Everything that's not Flyknit or red.
What?
I like the Jumpman logo. That's cool.
I mean, it's classic.
Yeah, classic.
Oh my God! Oh, the logo. You just like the logo. What is wrong? Like it's a nod to the original Air Jordan 2s, but while still maintaining some originality.
It looks like it would be comfortable in your in your ankles.
Might
cut off your circulation.
Oh my god. You got to beat up the shit.
I mean, but it's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's great.
No, I mean, Jesus. I don't know. Like, this is like one of the first new Jordans that I actually got excited about. I haven't been excited about a new Jordan since the 23s, maybe. So.
Great.
No, don't do that. Don't just nod in approval.
I might have a gift card from Nike laying around with some money on it. If I can get them on discount with a coupon in the outlet, I might.
No. You don't
if
deserve
I could
a
win
pair.
them without doing absolutely nothing to enter.
No, you don't deserve a pair. No. Y'all, no, I'm gonna make sure Nike doesn't send either one of you this pair of shoes. You don't deserve it. You gotta love it without being negative and everything you say.
I like the Flyknit.
I like the black and red.
Stop. Oh my God. So it's ugly. So it deserves to be on the ugly list.
No, I didn't say all that.
I mean, that's what I feel like you're saying. I feel like you're not saying it directly.
It's
but
aesthetically
you're implying
pleasing. However,
okay.
Ain't nobody coming to
it's
see
not the
you,
nicest
Otis.
thing I've ever seen.
No, those limited edition Dodoras are
The Doras, yeah.
much better.
Dodoras?
Yeah.
There's no I or A in her. Just Dodora. It's just DDORA.
No, those Corfox Dodoras are way better.
Dodora. All right. Ugliest release of the week.
Super ugly.
This shoe. When I saw this picture, I was in disbelief.
The Stussy.
Stussy.
It almost looks like that Yeezy shoe they got.
The Stussy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Stussy.
The classic
Stussy.
American
Stussy.
Caucasian dad shoe.
Stussy.
Yeah.
You called?
Yeah, Ranger. Like, would you wear these
I
shoes?
know. These are White Ranger
Actually,
shoes. These, and they're
trading
KKK
in
white.
Trading in my Monarchs.
You would.
Yeah, that's
Like, that
what
would
I'm
be-
saying. Like, that's
I
what
don't
it
know.
is.
That would be a
it
downgrade,
It
though.
has a market.
It does
has
have
a
a market. Like, if you are looking to stunt in your clan outfit, this would be the shoe for you. This.
How did you know my weekend plans?
Hey, you left it on your desk.
Oh man!
We saw the invitation.
Like, it was like he took a whole sheet of paper just to say attend clan meeting. That's
Yeah. But it was a white.
It was a white sheet of paper.
It was a white. Yes.
Now this shoe is actually fantastic for crepes business.
I know, right?
You gotta
have
soak
crepe
this
protect.
thing in crepe.
Yes, I know. God forbid
Yeah.
you get anything black on there.
But Ranger, like, this is your ideal shoe, right?
It is.
Yes,
It's
of course.
wide and it looks comfortable.
It does look comfortable.
Yeah. And the black is on the bottom. Look at that.
Nice.
Look, it's
That's the way it should be.
Exactly, right?
Oh man.
Exactly.
I was waiting for which one of
Okay.
us was going to go
It's
there.
symbolic.
Send your hate mail.
I know. Send it
to-
to send it right to White Rangers.
If you think I'm really serious about this,
He
post on my
He is being
Instagram,
super
okay?
serious right now. Like, he is not being facetious at all. But no, like the what was this New Balance 990 V4. I swear to God, can New Balance, like, it sounds like they named their shoes off of like forms from the government. Like,
Wait, what was it called?
990 V4. Like, can they actually give it like a name?
File for reemployment.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like okay, like
Good luck asking like a Villa employee for that.
I know, right? Like, it's just
It's nothing.
all their shoes are like name. It sounds like they're named
tax
after
form.
forms. Like, yeah, fill out such and such, like form 990 V4.
They're like, if it's not a W-2, I don't know what it is.
Exactly. They probably have a New Balance W2 somewhere. A 1090. Anyway, random pieces of overpriced bullshit.
Now, in a desperate attempt to fill 24 hours of programming, here's some bullshit that happened somewhere today. We've got some footage here of the bullshit, which began just after 3 o'clock this afternoon.
All right, so we're going to start off with this off-white high top black.
Flames. Fire.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's super hot right there.
Fuego.
They are going for $400. I love the price of this, too. This is the price. $473.66. Like, how you
Is
just
that
gonna...
significant?
No, I didn't see anything of substance that, explain that. Like, it just...
What was it again, the price?
$473.66.
Maybe they thought $475 was just too much, and if they just reduced it just a little bit,
Right.
I'd be like, oh, I can't afford $475, but $473.
You know, they're probably thinking, like, how much is bus fare? All right, cool. All right, so we just, deduct bus fare. They can at least get back home after they buy their shoe.
They could have just included free bus fare.
They could have. That'd have been too benevolent of them.
Yeah, that would have been a great incentive.
Yeah,
They look like a Louis V hides out too.
That's what I was thinking. Like, Yeah.
I honestly, I just think Off-White is just so into themselves. I just, you know, like you see a brand where they just think they are the shit, and like they can do no wrong. They can come up with anything, like Easy. And
I knew that's what you're about to say.
yeah, and like I can just make any shoe, and people are gonna love this shoe. And no, like this looks like something I would see at Kmart.
I got good news for everyone.
What's that?
They're on sale right now.
For
wrongweather.net. They're $467.52.
Oh, so you get to save $6.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have multiple bus trips back and forth to the Off-White store. That is ridiculous. This shoe.
But that's without tax, though.
Oh man, I know, right?
Oh damn.
What's the
Just saying.
Jeez, you're
When
gonna
you
be walking back home.
Yeah.
Jeez. What would the tax be? What's 6% of that?
Well,
Somebody do the math on that.
If you're in Michigan.
Yeah,
Well,
but it could be
exactly.
up to 12%.
Who's 12? Was that California?
Chicago charged
Chicago.
me 7 cents for a plastic bag earlier this week.
As much money as Chicago is making,
$4.73.
you would think that Chicago would make enough money where they don't have to charge you all that.
How do you think they make money?
I mean, they will make money
By
anyway.
that.
I know that. I mean, okay, so they're making more, but I mean, I'm just saying, you would think they'd make enough.
That takes you over the $500 threshold with tax. You're at $501.
Is what, $50 or $30?
Because it was $463. Was it change?
Okay, that's just no. I mean,
it's just too much.
I don't even know why I'm getting upset. As if I.
As if you were gonna go buy it, and now you're like, that's too much
Yeah.
money.
If anything, I'm just gonna give it a slight eye roll. It's just dumb. The next, excuse me, the next shoe. Oh, they over there handling some business right now. What's going on?
The next shoe.
Yeah, the next shoe, the Adidas Y3 Euro Runner, core black
What is
white.
that big old space at the bottom?
It looked like creepers mixed with NMD. Like
I'm just imagining all the things that can get stuck.
I know,
It's
yeah.
like some
Yeah.
buck teeth at the bottom.
Man, you know how like you drive and like
Don't
you
walk
get like
across
rocks and like
That's what I'm just saying.
nails
I can
stuck in
see
your
all
tire
the
tread.
things that are stuck in
Yeah.
that shoe.
Yeah,
All
a
right,
lot of things.
what's the price?
$350.
That's a lot less than I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was
$350.
gonna be like $373 something.
It's Y3, so.
I know you just come to expect it.
I was expecting those to be like $700.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I mean, you know, this is my way of guess plugging them two at the same time. But yeah, I'm not paying $350 for that. Like, once again, these brands think they're just so great that people are just dying to give them their money. And some people are. Some people are like, you know, rushing to Kith or wherever they got to go to get these shoes and hand them over like $500 and then walk back home. Like, no, I'm not.
I still find it hard to believe that people pay retail for Y3s.
What would you think retail? I know, right?
Every time I've ever seen pairs, they're on sale. Like less than $100.
Really?
Yeah, they go on sale all the.
So why
all
do they
the
keep
time.
coming out with this ridiculous? They probably would sell more shoes if they would just come out with that price.
Nah, you mean you wait a month or two, like Barney's will have them on sale. Like it's just.
Who's shopping at Barney's though? Like realistically, like people really shopping at Barney's.
Francis.
I've shopped at
313.
Ooh, like he gets a lot of free stuff too. He doesn't pay for anything. I don't even know why he's like even upset about the price because they're probably just gonna send him a free pair.
Nah, I haven't got the Y3 hookup yet.
Not yet.
Not
Yeah.
yet. Not
Yeah.
yet.
Not yet.
Maybe
That was the
after
show.
today.
Yeah, after
No,
today's
now
show,
that
that's
they
all
know
gonna
that,
change.
that's
I've
what
been
he's
working on
interested
it.
in.
I've been working on it.
He gets all this free stuff and no.
Did I get anything free this week?
Yes.
What?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm just so sure. Like every week you have something free. I'm just
Nah, I
sure.
haven't
of it.
got anything.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've been
So
out the country though, so I should probably go check my mailbox.
that trip was free too, by the way.
Actually was.
That's it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate this dude.
Okay,
God.
okay, London.
Shit.
Yeah.
That was.
Oh,
That was.
Tell us
I feel like Rick James. That was weeks ago. I've been partying. Dang. Okay. So touche. Touche. But I had to earn that. It took like a year for me to get that. Like you just get it off rip.
Man, you don't know what I went through down there.
I can't help it that I'm popular.
What? Was your water too warm?
I couldn't drink the water.
So what did you drink?
Glass bottle Coca-Cola the entire time.
And how much did you? How many bottles did you get free?
Oh man, it might as well. They were like 47 cents.
Oh god.
A glass bottle. I had to take a 2.5-hour boat ride to our cabin.
He gets everything free.
What do you do on a boat?
No, I mean
for
a van ride,
Oh.
and then a 20-minute boat ride to our cabin.
Did they say get in the van?
You mean your villa? Did you mean your villa?
Your estate.
Yeah, I know.
It would. You guys want to? I'll show you.
No, I don't want to see a picture of it.
I'll show her.
Were Norm and JD in the van with you?
I wish.
They were his chauffeurs.
They were there with me in spirit.
Did you fly Spirit?
No. Oh, hell no.
Oh
He wouldn't be back here.
I know. I'm surprised you made it back. You flew Spirit, right?
Hey, I bought a flight 5 hours before.
Oh my god!
So,
You know, there's a reason why their prices are so low.
It wasn't actually that bad. There was a crying baby on the way home, but other than that, it was okay.
Oh my god! There's no. Honestly,
was that Caesar?
Yes, yeah.
Crying baby?
No, I don't. No, I'm crying. First of all,
well,
if I'm
I
crying,
thought I was gonna be crying because I almost
so much,
missed my
Francis.
flight because the
I do.
line. I don't know where you went, but like, did you go to TSA? Like, I was in there for like a long time.
I was in there for hours. So yeah, let's touch on this real quick. Okay, let's just
wait,
kind
did
of.
we get through our?
We got through all our
I'm
stuff.
not going to sit around and bash.
Okay, so chronologically,
Cool,
Spirit.
chronologically, this was what happened. Well, first of all, leading up to us going to Atlanta, there was that flight that left Detroit, and like parts of the plane fell off.
That's awesome.
And they had to come back to the airport. So I've already got that in my mind. I hate flying. I hate Francis so much. I really do. Hashtag hate Francis. But so, you know, I had that in my mind. I hate flying, so I'm like all nervous. But then again, it's Spirit, so I'm flying Delta. I'm in line waiting to get on the plane, and Sneaker Girl calls me, just like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, oh, well, I'm just getting on the plane. And she's like, oh, yeah, you want me to come down there? I'm like, what? Yeah, okay, sure. So just on a whim, she just comes down there. Got her plane to Spirit.
Is nuts.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And she's flying Spirit, so I'm like, man, like I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm setting her up for failure. So we get down there. I was trying to think. Oh, okay, so on the plane, right? I'm sitting there, and we're about to take off. And it was like 2 planes ahead of us, so we had to kind of sit there.
Why can't you just have a normal story? I got on the plane, we flew
Well, I
there,
wish something normal
and
would
I
happen.
got off the plane.
No, it's never that simple. And so I'm sitting there, and I hate to say it like this, but like the last people to come on the plane was this black Muslim family. It was a man, wife,
Oh, he told me this story.
and
I
a
still don't
child.
believe it because nobody
I
else saw it. But,
What? I mean, did you ask anybody? Like, I was the only person on the plane that you knew.
but nobody came forward and told me it either.
So they're supposed to say, hey, you girl, let me just tell you a random stranger
Nobody
this story.
cares.
Nobody
Nobody
cares.
cares.
No, let's get to that. But no. So I'm sitting there. All of a sudden, she's sitting behind me, and we're all seated with seat belted and everything. All of a sudden, she runs past me. She bumps into my elbow, and she is full sprinting down the aisle towards the cockpit. And everybody is like, what the hell? And all at once, like, she just falls down and starts praying right in front of the plane. And it was just kind of like the most bizarre thing, the most bizarre imagery I've ever seen on an airplane. So everybody's already on edge, like, oh, man, like, what is going on here? And so the one flight attendant, he walks up to her, he says something. I don't know, they were way in the front of the plane. And I guess she got through praying, and then, you know, she had to do the walk of shame back to her seat because everybody's giving her the mean eye. So we're about to take off, and we're like literally in mid like ascension, like we're going up. Next thing I know, she does it again. She's running up the aisle again, and this time she wants to show the flight attendant her cell phone. Like she's showing her something or showing him something on her cell phone, and the guy's like, "Man, you gotta like." He's seat belted in. He has to unbuckle himself now and get her back in her seat. And at this point, everybody's just kind of like, "Man, she get up one more time." Like I think everybody would have just dogpiled her on that plane. So anyway, we make it safely to Atlanta, get to the house, go out later that night. We'll go to the hookah bar.
/ club.
Yeah, / club. It was crazy. And so we get in there.
Shout out to Fake Education.
Yeah, Fake Education stays lit. I don't even, like, he parties in his sleep. Like, it is ridiculous, like, the amount of energy he is able to expend.
Francis, you might enjoy this. So we were in the club, he was doing his thing, and then we leave, and then he pulls out this red bandana and he puts it on his head. And he goes, they wouldn't let me in the club with my bandana. And he goes, they don't know that I'm from Bompton. And I'm like,
Oh my God,
He is
stop it.
wild.
Yeah, man. Listen, Fake Education.
Funny
is
thing
just out
about
there.
he was one of the first people when I was coming back and I got to Miami and I turned my phone back on.
Uh-huh.
I had a text message from him.
Was it about his profile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, they got your boy.
Oh, he is such a target. Like everybody's gunning for Fake Education. And so yeah, like it was funny. So like the club was like, no, you cannot wear your bandana, as if Fake Education is some blood or some type of like heavy gangster. So he had it in his pocket the whole time and could not wait to put it on his head. As soon as he cleared the door, like his bandana was being pulled out of his pocket and being placed firmly on his head.
Yeah, but it was a good time.
Yeah, it was definitely a good time. And the highlight of that night, obviously, was D-Lo. No, well, we'll get to that. Oh. D-Lo, I'm sitting next to her, and somebody from the next table like was getting out and they bumped her. She had like a cup of something. She was making all the drinks. Like, right? Okay, so Fake Education is buying them, and she's mixing them, which is crazy.
Team effort.
Yeah, it was a team effort.
Go team.
Shout out to Monday Midsoul was there.
Everybody was there.
Yeah, Flashy Girl, D-Lo. I'm trying to think who else. Am I missing anybody?
Me.
It was some other people. Yeah, friends. Well, you weren't there. You were there in spirit.
Your friends from that one store or something. Somebody's
mother-in-law
or something.
Nojo Kicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, so people from Nojo Kicks were there. So somebody bumped her and she spilled like alcohol on her foot. She was wearing like some type of like sandal or wedge.
Feel free to chime in at any time.
I know, right?
There.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere,
you should let.
No, I gotta say this
from his perspective.
Well, I'm gonna let him, but I didn't see White Ranger for like an hour preceding.
Yeah, there was a cigar bar.
Yeah, so he's like nowhere. All of a sudden, he shows up like Christ and licks her foot. Like
he
grabs her foot out of the air and just like licks it from toe to ankle. And I'm sitting there like watching all this unfold. Like, oh my God, like what just happened? And I'm like, man, something better happen for White Ranger tonight. Like that was just my immediate thought. Like he better at least get a number. What happened, White Ranger? Well, from your perspective, like what made you just rush in like that?
Well, she put her foot in front of you. She was expecting you to lick it.
Oh, yeah, that was not happening.
And, I think you had been very discourteous by pouring that bottle of bourbon all over her.
Oh, that wasn't me.
Of course not allegedly. And so being the gentleman that I am, I moved in to take care of the situation on your behalf.
Ironically, you made her foot even wetter. Like, like it went from...
wasn't just...
hey!
Oh, hey! I'm not going there.
I need a drop for the HR department. We'll work on it.
We'll work on that.
They had to. They probably had to replace the cushions in that sofa though.
She said
once you did that.
She said something about my tongue being soft like a giraffe's. I don't know. I don't know what that meant.
Don't they have like purple tongues? I know that's random, but giraffes have purple tongues. I'm pretty sure.
Sneaker Girl dropping the one bit of education you're gonna get on the show today.
If I didn't learn anything at Michigan State, I learned that giraffes have purple tongues.
I think they do.
I know. Shout out to Guru. He's in the building right now.
YouTubing it up.
Is this mic on? Okay.
Yeah, my mic on. Yeah.
Okay, now I hear you.
My son with me, you know.
We were just doing a recap.
Yeah, we just kind of recapping Atlanta. Okay. So anyway, that happened. Then we go to the Waffle House.
Giraffe tongue's also 20 inches.
And
Waffle House is a strange place.
It is. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, once it gets dark outside, the Waffle House. I wish Guru was there with his camera to catch all of that.
I got to complain. That was like segregation night. I felt.
What happened? I know what happened.
Segregated.
He chose.
Was he with us?
He was on the other side of the divider. He's
yes, that's the universe balancing itself out.
That's what we were saying.
Yeah.
What is it? Reparation.
Yes, that's payback.
And then it was. Really,
how does it feel?
It was really wrong for you to tell me I had to get in the back of the van too. I was totally upset.
We want you to know how it feels. But no, so we're at the Waffle House. No, before we get to the Waffle House, we park.
Yeah, we're trying to park.
No, first I should say this too. Okay, so this is hilarious. So there's a guy in the parking lot that was there the entire day waiting to boot people's cars. Like he's just sitting there with a pile of boots in the back seat.
This dude was on a date with this girl for sure, and like
he cannot wait to boot this guy's car.
They were just leaning on the car, and that's got to be sad. Francis, imagine going on a date. You take this girl out. You've been wanting to take her out for years. You take her out and you eat at fine dining in Waffle House, and you come out and your car has a boot on it.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I somehow find a way to blame her for making me wait a year.
And the big question is, why did you wait so long with your wife in the wings? I mean, you should have just gone for it.
Yeah, true.
I guess.
But no, it was crazy though because he was on his phone. I don't know if he was trying to get funds together to get this boot removed. But it was funny to us because it wasn't happening to us. And so
So we're making sure we're parking in the right spot.
Yeah, and we're paying. And it was like, make sure we pay.
So then this guy who's not homeless, apparently.
Apparently?
So so he comes up.
I couldn't tell.
He's trying to tell us how to use the parking meter thing. And
as if I don't know how to put a card.
Yeah, so
and
he's
punch in
like
a
explaining it and saying all this stuff. And like, we got it. Thank you. Appreciate it. And then
See, your attitude is
so then I'm thinking this is over. Then he goes, he clears his throat.
Goes into this.
Hi, my name is Leonard, and I'm not homeless, but I want to. And then Caesar goes.
Nobody cares.
And then he just kept saying it to him over and over
I should
again.
I should say this. I was slightly drunk, and for some reason, everybody thought it was in the best interest. One, it had me drive.
Stop. You shouldn't admit that on here.
No, whatever.
HR.
Anyway, God. But no, like he kept talking though. He was like wanting to go through his life story about his parents and his upbringing.
He didn't.
Nobody
all he got to say
cares.
was his name was Leonard and he wasn't homeless. I didn't even get to hear the rest of the story
because nobody cared. Nobody cared. I didn't want to get that far into his story.
Did you guys get his information? We get him on the show.
His name's Leonard. His name's Leonard, and I can get the address to the Waffle House where he probably.
We actually have him
hangs
scheduled
out.
for the next segment. He'll be on after commercials.
Thank you.
Because he's not homeless and he has a cell phone. So.
I know he was just. I know that's probably how he makes his money.
I bet it's an Android.
Like a vagabond.
Probably.
No, get out of here. Well, no, like, so I'm like annoyed that this man, like, and it's just like, I did not come down to Atlanta to improve your life. Like, I just came to get some waffles, man.
You were really mean to him, though.
I was not mean. I think I did him a service because I could sit here and pretend to care and only to tell you I'm not giving you money. Or I could just tell you up front, I don't care enough to listen, and you can move on to the next person and hustle them out of money. Like, I was over it. So we go to the
color of a giraffe's tongue. It's described as black, blue, or purple with the pink base. The face of the giraffe's tongue has such a dark color to prevent the tongue from getting sunburned because they live in tropical and subtropical regions.
The design is amazing.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So anyway, we move on there and we go back home. Go to SneakerCon.
I think we went right to bed
Yeah, I
because
think
it
we
was
went
like
right
4
to bed.
o'clock.
Yeah, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I think everybody was like exhausted at that point.
What was Tonio up to?
Probably still partying with his bandana on.
Yeah, we don't know where.
Tied tightly around his forehead.
Yeah.
So we go to SneakerCon the next day. Obviously, we do our thing.
No, Guru arrives.
Oh yeah, Jumpman had to go get Guru from the airport. Because Guru was like again. So we
here he goes. Here he goes.
I know he sits up in his seat.
Don't even.
So it wasn't his fault this time. I will admit it wasn't his fault this time.
I be on time. I don't miss the when it's time to record. I'm there. That's the most important part. That's why we go to.
He's
record.
like Dennis Rodman. He shows up right at game time. So anyway, we do our thing at SneakerCon. I don't think anything really crazy happened at SneakerCon, did it? Am I missing anything?
Oh,
Nisha?
Yeah.
Am I missing anything that happened? Anything relevant happened at SneakerCon?
We had that good interview with.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We
So
had
Kais
OGs versus the shoe tubers.
Yes. So Kais approaches me. So he's been getting a lot of flack from a lot of people.
You don't say.
And so he approached me. Was like, yo, man, I want to come on the show. I want to address some of this stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. So later on during the event, he came over there. So Jock Slade. And we had like a real discussion about I guess he wanted to address a lot of things he's been receiving. And then it kind of devolved into the conversation about YouTubers and people like him.
Check out the episode.
Yes, part 2.
Is that in part 1 or part 2?
It's in part 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
when he approached you, he didn't say, "Hi, my name is Kais. I'm not homeless."
And I was like, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
No, he didn't even have to introduce himself because the
Kais.
kids were screaming his name, so I knew.
Oh my God, Kais! So,
meanwhile, their parents are folded against.
Yeah,
the
I know.
wall,
I know their parents are like
checking their watch.
Posted against the wall, like they're just too cool to dance at the prom. And so, anyway, he comes on there. Jock Slade comes on there, and it was a good discussion about. I guess I don't want to overstate it, but it's like the state of the culture and like shootubers and like the younger generation and the older generation and the disconnect,
which is a great segue to how SneakerCon was great. Then we threw this party.
Yeah, okay, so
we had everybody there.
Yes, everybody came through. Shout to everybody.
Francis was in the bathroom most of the time.
Yeah, the whole time, so that's why he wasn't in the picture.
I guess. Hold on, before we move on, Buckeye said talk about Jumpman roasting the glowing turtleneck.
Oh, okay. So let's get to that. Oh, okay. So, okay, we'll get to that. I'm glad he brought that up. So
we but that was the morning after the party. Right?
Yeah, the party was dope. Like, some strange things happened at the party. I just say somebody.
I was busy cleaning.
Yeah, I know. Sticker Girl was like the robot from the Jetsons.
Yeah, Rosie.
She was Rosie that night. Clean. She was just cleaning up. Like, are you done with that plate? Okay, and just like putting it in the sink and washing it.
And the house looked immaculate after the
It
party,
did. Like,
so.
honestly, like, it saved me the work and having to, like, put everything back together. But everybody came through. A bunch of people showed up that I didn't even know.
Jumpman made some chicken.
Jumpman was slaving over the stove the whole time.
That was Tony fake vacation.
He invited people
ate,
to
like,
the
all the
party.
chicken.
I
know he smashed the chicken. It was like 5 pieces left that me and Sticker Girl had to like split evenly. But yeah, so I mean, it was a dope party.
Time.
Everybody came through, man. And it was like
the YouTubers, the OGs,
yes,
the podcast families,
man. Everybody, Mike Rich, Jay. We was playing spades and teaching Jay how to play spades. That was fun. But it was a good environment to see everybody from all walks of life, different age groups, different cultures, different ethnicities, all coming together and no drama, no nothing. It was just like everybody was eating food,
except
good conversation.
That one kid down the street.
Yeah, it was one guy that
Yeah, that's okay.
Can I say it? No, I'm asking you for permission.
Because you know that.
I know, because I typically
some activities that he never done before.
Exactly, and lost his mind. He's just like, and he fell. We got audio. Do we have audio of Mike falling on the driveway?
What was he? What?
He fell down the driveway.
And then
that driveway was steep though.
And then everyone's like,
activities?
They're like, get him some water.
Some
and we like give him some water, and then he dumps the water on his head.
I pulled my cell phone out.
Oh no! Not those activities.
There were no lines in the bathroom. No.
I was like, wait, what kind of party did I miss?
That driveway was steep. I have to say, that had to be one of the steepest driveways in America.
we won't discuss.
There you go. There goes Mike. Oh, look out, Mike. Oh man. Oh. Somebody left debris in the driveway. Like, well, he's running into trash cans.
That's where all that crap came from in the street the next day.
I don't, who's leaving silverware in the driveway? All right, so that's Mike. Yeah, he fell down the driveway. That was a pretty long time, but he fell at least 11 feet. It was almost like Francis. But at least with him, the driveway was steep. You fell down a horizontal driveway.
I'm not explaining myself.
Oh, my God. Like, it was like a 2-degree slope on that driveway. And you fell down the entire driveway. There goes Francis.
No.
But yeah, so that happened. Sneaker Girl cleaned up, like we said. The next day, we wake up. We're all congregating in the living room.
Yeah, I was just going to say we congregated.
Yeah, like somebody was just
our
like
morning chat.
Yeah, and we're just sitting there, and next thing I know, Guru and Jumpman proceed to go into this, and very rarely, like Guru always got something to say. He always got some slick comeback.
I let him have that one, man.
Oh, you let him have that?
I let that happen.
No. You did not get no.
And he just yelled over me though. He yelled at me.
Stop it.
So I just woke up. He
Guru,
just yelled
take
over
that
me.
L for that one day.
You can
just
have
take that
it.
one L.
You got
to.
I think it started when he came down the stairs.
Yeah, as soon as he got on the stairs, Jumpman had him in his sight.
No, it started with the LeBron wearing the LeBron wearing.
Oh, okay.
That's what it started with, the LeBron wearing.
So Guru shows a picture of what was it? LeBron wearing his shoe and wearing a Jordan baseball jersey or something.
Yeah, with the hoodie, with the.
And so he passed it around, and pretty much everybody thought it was dope except Jumpman. And Jumpman was just like, it was like sacrilege that he would wear a Jordan jersey with his own shoe. How dare LeBron?
It just started from
there. And y'all know, I mean, Guru obviously is going to defend LeBron, and I'm usually bashing LeBron, but even I was like, that's dope, right? Like, it was nothing to argue about.
But he told me that LeBron couldn't do that, but it was okay that in a game, Jordan wore the Flight Ones, which was the penny shoe before he got his own shoe.
Right.
So I was like, how is that okay in a game? He was like, what other shoe he was going to wear?
Yeah, it was.
I'm like, Jordan could have wore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that was around 11s. Could have had 11 other signature colors, models, plus 5 at least colorways, like 55 different shoes he could have wore.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out when it turned from with your.
I don't know where it's
highlighter shirt on.
I thought because
you know what it is? Because this is what Guru would do. Like, see, he'll be in an argument, and then Guru will like pull something about, like, he'll pull out some personal flaw of yours.
I did not say that personal.
Guru will say something like how you're dressed, like as if you are like no longer allowed to like make a comment about the subject. That's how Guru. I swear you do that.
I did not do that.
And so Guru. So I don't. honestly, I don't know how it segued from LeBron to.
I don't know where it took.
I don't know where it took that turn.
I think it is because when I proved the point that you can't bash LeBron for wearing Jordan brand, which is a part of Nike, with his shoe with the Jordan jersey paying homage.
Yeah.
That's not okay, but LeBron Jordan in a playoff game can wear the opponent, which is Penny Hardaway, shoe. And that's when he felt like he was losing that one, so he got on my highlighter green shirt. And everybody knows, guys, especially African American men, we wear hoop shorts and a t-shirt, whatever else.
I gotta admit,
too slow.
I do have to admit, it was kind of tight.
It was dry fit. Wasn't that who came over there with the trophy room 16s?
D Frank.
Yes, wore the same shirt, if not tighter, blue. Jumpman Boston didn't say nothing. Oh, I ain't got those. I'm like,
I think it was just the context of what was going on.
Yeah, I think so.
And he felt like roasting you and your shirt.
And it was so funny.
Color.
I actually went on. It was because first of all, we always mention we have these debates every time.
I got it on my camera. I'm a vlog. I got to post it.
We always have these types of debates that like seem to take over the entire weekend, like In and Out or something. And so I'm like, I gotta capture this. So
then that carried over to the
so I'm on live, and like Jumpman is like letting him have. Very rarely have I seen Guru run out of words, right? Like at some point he was stuttering. He was like just.
He was just yelling. It was like, dog,
but it was funny though.
He was just yelling. It was like
so funny.
I'm used to normal conversations where they're like normal octave. Now yelling match, you can have that.
He said the same couple jokes.
Yes,
yeah, he did.
Because he yelled. So
but it was so funny though. Like it was. He would not let go of the highlighter green shirt.
He would not let it go.
He would not let that go. He's not gonna ever let you forget that shirt. Like Guru will probably never bring that shirt on another trip ever. He is gonna look from now on. Whenever we go on a trip, Guru is gonna be like immaculately dressed to sleep. Like he is gonna have on like Supreme T-shirt with babe shorts. Like he is not gonna cut me on these. But no, it was the funniest thing. Like even people like on social media or follow us on Instagram. We're like, damn, like Jumpman is letting them have it. And I'm just like, yeah, like, man, like, people were in awe of Jumpman that day. I think he gained more followers that day. It was crazy. And so that kind of set the tone for the rest of the day. Because Jumpman would, like, reference it throughout the day. Like, Guru's shirt.
Yeah, but I got equal the score when he came over with that sample jacket. I called him Dusty Baker.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I got
and then his boy,
camera too. I got
his
that
boy,
on
man,
too.
he came downstairs looking.
Oh,
like,
he can't ever say nothing. You brought Randall. That's the ultimate joke right there. You brought Randall.
So wait, I heard after we left, like
I got that on. I'm sure you guys. I'm gonna post all of this, man.
After he left,
walking down the street,
like after we was gone, like, and then they was still out doing stuff on Monday.
I have it on camera.
Wild.
He's trying to explain himself to T Ward on what happened. We walking down the street, bro. I have it on camera. I'm gonna post it.
I gotta see this. I want to see this.
He was like
unedited.
He was like this is exactly how he said it. I promise. He was like, I said, bro, you were saying you had one book and ended with 5, bro. You wouldn't count your cut cards. He was like,
my God.
He was like, I was like, T Ward, bro, he's cheating. He was like, what are you talking about? Let me explain myself, okay? I claimed I wasn't cheating. I didn't say I had one book and was ending with 5 or 6. I said I was beating 2 or 3 and I went in with 6.
No. I mean,
that's
okay.
the same thing.
Let me tell you. Okay, so this. Okay, first off, I know. Okay, I'm gonna take another 8 minutes to tell this story, and then this is it.
I got it on camera too.
But this is what happened. This is what happened.
Yeah,
okay,
we gotta get that together.
Yeah.
No, okay. So first of all, the outfit he came downstairs with initially before Sneaker Girl.
He had on.
You know when somebody asks you, "Is that your outfit?"
That was me.
They dropping a hint.
I was like, is that your outfit or your pajamas? He had on
he was like, what does it look like? And I was like, we can't tell.
I don't know. That's what I asked.
He came down in a blouse.
Francis, he had on a denim top.
It was like a blouse though.
Like a tie-dye denim
with holes in it.
With holes. And some camo green shorts.
Man, I'm telling you. It's like he closed his eyes and got dressed.
He's from Iowa.
It's like hey, LJ! Hey! I know we need another chair. We got another chair? She got her Supreme fanny pack.
I know, man. Amari and his looks.
You know, you small where you can wear a fanny pack as a book pack.
Yes, but it's okay.
I know, it's dope. Like, I'm not mad at you.
Yours will be just be an extra compliment.
So we're just kind of like talking about Atlanta.
Bro, so tell me about it.
All right, so we got. I know she come in to like 3/4 of the story has already been told, but no. So that was the beginning of that, and then throughout the day. Listen, he a cool dude, right? But Listen,
But
every minute of
anytime
silence
you
does
say-
not have to be filled with words. Like we can just sit here and listen to the music, right?
Talking about who talk more than you?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
no.
man.
Yes.
He
Oh,
talks so
my
much
God.
that Caesar stopped talking.
He makes Caesar look like a monk.
Mime.
Boy, you talked to me about 5 minutes. Send the picture. Like, I sent the picture, bro. He's like, all right, man, this is dope. Look right here.
Oh,
We
my
get another
God.
shot. He's like, for 5 minutes, like, bro, I have to
You know what
go.
he is? Nobody watch South Park, do they?
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know the one? Not Kyle. Is it Kyle, the Jewish kid?
Mm-hmm.
His cousin.
Oh, yeah.
Him. They always try to get rid of him. Like that's but no, it was like, oh my God. And then we get to the mall and we run into OG.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to another debate about, whether you wear LeBron's with LeBron jersey and stuff.
Oh, no, it was about the Jumpman Bossa said you cannot wear Nike socks with retro Jordans.
Yeah,
Why
that. That's why everybody's like, what?
He said even OG ones, if like the shattered backboards, right?
Yes. No, he said if it has Nike Air on it. So he said if you wear like a Jordan Brand one, you have to wear Jordan Brand socks. But if it has Nike Air on it, you can wear Nike socks. And I'm like, it's the same company.
It's still like a huge check on the side of the shoe, though.
Right.
Yeah, we argued him and
oh my God,
argue about that.
They start roasting each other like outside of that.
Okay, this is what happened. Like Jumpman is so like he's creating all these rules and then all these bylaws underneath it. So it's like section code 130-B. You can wear
his own rules for the
oh my! I'm telling you, it was the most ridiculous conversation. Honestly, I long for the days we argued about in and out. But no, so we left there and we went to the Martin Luther King memorial, which was just dope. I mean, it was it's just a most humbling experience to be there.
It was a walkthrough, right?
Huh?
Was it a walkthrough?
Yeah. Yeah, they had the center you could walk through. We got there just in time too, because as soon as we left, they closed, and then some of us
went in the
jump there.
church.
Yeah,
I went in the church too. When they preached that. They actually had the sermon plan, so it was like a feeling like.
Yeah, I just
sad.
missed it.
Like I went there 10 years ago, but it wasn't as. I feel like it wasn't as impactful based on what's going on now and just being like I had a different feeling.
Yeah, I definitely too. Like I found myself thinking about what's going on right now
like
a lot.
You saw pictures of them like kneeling in the church and like, holding hands and just it was really relevant to what's going on. So.
It was. Yeah, it was. I mean, you couldn't help but just feel appreciative and touched by the scenery and the moment. We went to the house, his childhood home. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was just a surreal experience. We would have.
Cartoon movie.
Huh?
Did they have a theater where they played a cartoon movie?
That is the best movie of all time.
Ever.
No, I didn't. They didn't. They had it, but we might have missed it.
Probably didn't.
Yeah, we didn't have enough time to see it.
Do you remember that though?
No.
Like I don't know what it's called, Guru. Do you know what it is? It's like the cartoon, and the kids like go back. I don't know what it's called.
Martin.
My Friend Martin.
That's what it's called.
Wow.
The name sounds familiar. If I maybe somebody shows me a clip,
that was
might
good.
Bring some memory back to me.
It's gonna have to rival when Martin Luther King came on the Boondocks.
Oh,
that was epic.
Yeah.
That's what I took all them beatings for. Black Entertainment Television. Black Entertainment Television. The worst thing that I did. Oh yeah, he clowned. He came back to the current day and time and saw what how black people was acting. He went a fool.
So we had that. So we left. We go back, and so it was like, okay, let's play spades. Let's do something together.
Oh, no, we went to Wet Willie's.
Oh, we went to Wet Willie's.
I think that's how it started.
Yes, we went to Wet Willie's.
Randall don't need no.
Man, it was annoying enough as it was. And, no, it was, so we go to Wet Willie's, and somebody.
Caesar was like, let me get a large. I was like, you don't need a large.
I know, everybody's looking at me like, you sure? Even the waitress was like, all right.
Like a collar cab mixed with something else large. I'm like, bro,
you don't need a large.
It wasn't even that bad, too. Like, I was more drunk the other night than I was leaving Wet Willie's.
I don't know, maybe because you just ate a lot of.
That probably had a lot to do with it, too.
Yeah.
And so.
Randall.
Oh my God.
Because that's when we started playing spades.
He went into like overdrive, and we get back, we play spades. And he is talking about how proficient a player he is, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. We start playing. This dude.
And
I remember it was one point.
It's bad when you were winning and you're talking about your own team members.
Well, first of all, I gotta knock Jumpman because Jumpman was trying to teach you, in the very first hand he reneges, and I'm like, okay, Sneaker Girl, you need to move.
I watched spades for 2 hours and I've learned nothing.
Really?
Dude, because MJ, let me tell you how bad it got. Let me tell you how bad it got. I'm sitting there with nothing. I had like one spade and like the highest card I had was a queen. So you know I'm not winning anything, right? Man, I'm looking like, okay, I might get you a couple. At the end, you know, all the spades are exhausted. So I'm like, man, maybe 2. They're like, man, we going board. He goes, man, I can get 2. I'm like, dude, there is no way, right? There is no way we're both going board. There's 13 books.
Right.
We can't eat. Somebody got something, right?
Was the deck right?
He had nothing but spades. He had nothing but spades in his hands, but because he thought they were low, that he wasn't going to win. We was like, you got to count your cut books. So we go board. He gets like 7 books by himself. And I'm like,
after he bid 2, though.
Yeah, we went board and ended up getting like 10. We ran a flight, right? I got 3. I got one over, right?
So I couldn't
he gets 7
because it was some stuff going on.
And we even said it. It was like because we put the books.
We always when we bid, it was almost like exactly or 1 over.
Who dealt?
Well,
everybody dealt.
Here's the thing though. Jumpman was like, okay, you know what? Put the books you win, because he was laughing because he kept doing that. Each hand he would underbid. We would underbid like by 3 books. Because he would like not know how to count his books.
No, he was doing it on purpose because it was one hand where me and Jumpman had, it was a whack hand. We had 3 books collectively.
Wait.
It was trash. He said he had like 4. He talking about I got 1. Bro, ain't nobody here got just one book, bro. Ain't nobody just got, he ended that game with 6 books.
MJ. So I'm trying to control, so I'm trying to set them, right? Mm-hmm. I throw out a spade because I'm going to throw out first. Jumpman throws out, something low too. So I know either he has the big joker or my partner has the big joker.
But don't spade win the game? Like it wins the hand.
But he was undercutting Caesar though. Like
he cut me a bunch of times.
So I'll throw out like a 2 of diamonds. Jumpman about to throw out maybe like a 6 of diamonds, and then Caesar throw out a queen of diamonds. So for you, if you hit Caesar, you just throw out some garbage because Caesar already won the hand.
Right.
This nigga this dude throw out a spade. He was undercutting his own.
That's how mad he was.
That's how mean.
Yeah. Dog. Look. He lets him win with the jack of spades, and he has the big joker. He throws off talking about I wanted to save it for the end. Why are you saving it? What
y'all saying is JB don't know how to play spades?
No, not JB. No, his boy.
Midway Expo random.
His boy, because JB wasn't getting no hands. Like his hands was all crap throughout the whole night. He could not get a good hand to save his life. But my partner had the best hands probably consistently throughout the night, and was reneging, was cutting me, was not cutting his book.
This a good photo of how confused I was.
Yes, we could have won. Look, MJ, I'll put it like this. He was underbidding so much, and the amount of time it took us to play 2 games, we could have played 5.
How come y'all didn't switch them out? Nobody else?
Because I was trying to learn.
She didn't know. It probably would have been better.
They could have coached you through it.
They could have just put me in.
You got common sense. They could have coached you through it.
We probably would have. Look, I probably would have succeeded better with Sneaker Girl. She don't even know how to play. Like he thought he was being so intelligent too. Like, I'm gonna save this book for. Why are you saving it? Why? And man.
It was a great time.
Oh my god. Yeah, I went to bed annoyed. Like I went to bed.
What time did y'all go to bed? I was just tired,
it was like
and I was
3, 4. Because I called myself staying up because I was packing. Because we left early that morning.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna stay up
all
night.
Like, I think I got like an hour and a half of sleep. I went to sleep at like 5. Woke up at like 6:30. I was gonna wake you up, but then I heard you like packing, so I was like,
you went to bed for an hour and a half.
Maybe.
I'd have been in a coma till 6 in the afternoon.
Man, I did. I went to work and I was at my desk.
You went to work that night?
Yeah. I was at my desk, like I was walking out with a coffee. I was leaving my job with a coffee. Like that's how tired I was.
Drive home.
Yeah, like most people walk in with a coffee. Like no, I was like I gotta drive home. So yeah, it was a good time though, man. It was, like I said, everybody asked about you. Oh, where's MJ? I know, right? They're like, where's LJ? I'm like,
yeah.
I'm gonna be at the next show for sure.
Bet.
For sure.
Bet. It was a lot of dudes too, by the way.
It's beautiful. She has beautiful eyes, and her hair smells like cinnamon.
That's what they were saying. That's audio from Sneaker Con right there.
Yeah, right.
That was audio.
She said,
no, like, everybody was like, "Where's MJ?" I'm like, "God damn, I'm here too."
A lot of like new faces.
Familiar faces. There were some new faces. Like, where's MJ? Once again, it was a lot of dudes. It was a lot of dudes.
Okay.
I gotta say. I know I'm pumping up your ego now. Mayor's listening to this show right now, like, son of a. Speaking of which, shout out to May. He's doing the thing for the charity, right?
Yeah, right now. I think it's going on right now in New York. With Tidal and Fat Joe, they're planning on filling a plane provided by Jay-Z to take down to Puerto Rico.
Man,
That's
man. They are part of America too. I just want everybody to know that.
Yeah, I think people seem to forget that.
Yeah.
That those are U.S. citizens. I mean, and also Mexico still needs help no matter what. But Puerto Rico, they're doing that today.
Yeah.
Any supplies, flashlights, diapers, baby wipes, case of water.
Yeah.
At the end of the month, JC at UN, they're doing a $25 flash tattoo event.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that.
All the money going to Puerto Rico.
Man, it's an unfortunate thing without going on a long diatribe about it, but everybody knows.
Yeah, it's bad
what's
news
the
down
situation.
I did talk to Lace MD because remember she said she was worried because
she
she
was
hadn't
upset
heard from her family.
Yeah.
But she said she heard from him and she's gonna fly there.
Yeah, they were.
That's good to know.
Allowing people to make one phone call with a satellite phone.
Yeah.
My family's bought a couple generators, but the issue now is becoming.
Were they free?
No, my stepdad and my uncles bought a bunch of generators just for whoever. They cleared out a appliance store down there for generators, but the issue is now gasoline. Trucks can't get around the island because they can't get in contact with some of the truck drivers, and the ones they can't get out of their homes because of water. So they have their supplies sitting on ports, and it's.
I'm just gonna say this, man. If after all of this, you could still consciously support.
It's a great news story.
I
mean, and I know we're not getting into it, but did anyone see what he tweeted this morning about it?
No, I didn't see
it.
I
saw
but
it.
I follow.
Yeah, pretty much just.
I'm telling you.
To sum it all up, it was stop looking for handouts. We should take care of they should start taking care of themselves.
But my thing is, being a part of the Republican Party, you ask for tax cuts. Aren't those handouts?
You
would think so.
All right.
That's neither here nor there, Guru.
But I think, to touch on what you said,
they create jobs, Guru.
Touch on what they are American citizens, and unlike what happened down in Texas, unlike what happened in Texas, it's an island, so people can't people. From
It's
Michigan
not like you can just go over to the next state. Let me get some resources,
or to help. So I know there's a ton of people that are willing to go down there and drive trucks.
Yeah, and just to see the mayor cry, it's just
too
much going on.
You have the Children's Hospital in San Juan is running out of power for their generator, and hotels are willing to provide the diesel to provide it. They just can't get the trucks.
It's funny how little people care when it doesn't affect them.
I know, but leave it to the middle of summer, and everyone wants to go to Puerto Rico to vacation.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's happens here in the continental U.S. Everybody's like, oh yeah, but then let something happen to somebody that don't look like you. Yeah. All of a sudden, what? Who cares?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, and once again, when you when the president has a certain cavalier attitude about it.
But it's cool. They're going down there on Tuesday. He's
going on.
If I'm
wait. This made me remember when President Trump and Melania went to the hurricane, and she had on her heels at the site, and then somebody posted stilettos pumps in the flood.
Oh my God.
Hey, we got a little knowledge here.
We got a little Guru in the building.
He's in the building.
He went right for the phone too. In the building. He looks like Guru without a beard. I swear.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I swear, it's just.
That's your child.
What's my man Piccolo? How he can just recreate himself on Dragon Ball Z? That's all he does. He spit out a baby.
I'm not a puppet. I'm a real boy.
Nope, no, you're not. All right, let's get to some news real quick. News brought to you by 89 Manufacturing Company. 89 with quality meets design. Check out the collection of sneaker-based apparel by going to the website at 89.com. Make sure you use promo code TSBP to save yourself an extra 20% off of your purchase. Run through some of this stuff. The Katrina Air Jordan 3 will finally, we've been hearing about it for the last, 5 years? Finally, allegedly, released next year, except without the Nike Air branding. So,
That's crazy. You gotta wear Jordan brand socks.
Yeah, gotta wear according to Jumpman.
Jordan brand socks.
I know. In the book of Jumpman, chapter 1, verse 1. Also, the OG Concord Air Jordan 11s are rumored to return for Christmas next year. I'm happy because I got the ones that was 2012, 11.
They said they might have the 45 on the back too.
I ain't mad at that.
I don't want the 45 on the back.
I prefer the 23, but it's not gonna stop me from buying them either though. It's not a deal breaker. But I do appreciate they're going to have the higher cut patent leather because they were extra frugal with the patent leather in the last rendition. Or maybe it's just my size 13. I don't know. But they literally gave me like a strip of patent leather on my shoe. The Nike Air More Up Tempo and the Air Jordan 12 will be a part of this year's Dornbreaker collection. So, be interested to see how that turns out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is anybody tired of the up tempos though yet, or no?
I'm not buying them like I used to.
I find myself burnt out on seeing them.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I can go without seeing an up tempo for a while right now. Like I just feel like
they're gonna drop like at least Nike 2 more though. That's the crazy thing about they're gonna drop like 2 more.
Like as big as the vault Nike has for them to like keep pushing out the same shoes over and over. It's just like, all right, I get it. The up tempo.
Next year after they bashed the Pippen 2s over a year or 2 ago, then they dropped back the OG colors. I think earlier this year, late last year. They're bringing out some weak ones next year.
Can I get a penny 3 sometime soon? That's all I'm asking. Can I just give me a quick rundown of OG colorways?
I found 2 pair on eBay for a really good price. I'm gonna get the next.
I have yet to find one in the size 15. I could go for that black pair like right now.
They're in the room. They're running super tight.
Do they?
Yes.
Jeez. I don't know. I heard the 32s fit super tight too. I guess it depends on your foot. So anyway, I really wanted to get into the NCAA Adidas scandal. If anybody's unaware of it, basically there was this intricate plot, I guess, between Louisville, some other schools, but Louisville being the most pertinent one, I guess, mentioned in the last week, where they wanted to get certain recruits, and so they would pay them money, but they would like go through this roundabout way of getting it to them. Excuse me. Let me look. I'm trying to find it right now. Okay. Let's see. One major university, a sports agent, arranged for a quid pro quo among Adidas, the college's men's basketball program, and a top high school prospect, in which the player's family would receive $100,000 if he committed to the school and signed with Adidas once he turned pro, or if he turned pro. At another college, the basketball team's associate head coach accepted nearly $100,000 to steer his team's top player to a financial advisor eager to manage their future NBA riches. At a third, a top assistant set up a similar arrangement, promising to trade his access to players for bribes. And one of these coaches happened to be Rick Pitino, one of the most storied college coaches in NCAA history. I don't know how this is going to play out as far as, because he hasn't actually been charged. He's been fired, but he hasn't actually been charged yet, so I don't know if he will be.
Oh, you like prison food and penis.
You might like both.
How I feel about
That
it.
drop was so funny.
I know, yeah. By the way, I got more drops coming. Like, tune in next week. We're going to have just drops galore next week.
So this is how I feel about it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody makes money off these athletes. Right? I think Ohio State program, their sports program, either the entire program or just the football was valued at $2.5 billion, right?
Yeah.
So all these people the schools are making money off these athletes. You know what I'm saying? Their $20 education doesn't equate to what they
bring in.
Yes. So
I agree.
My first question is, why the FBI, out of all the things that are going on, you're investigating basketball players?
So I think they're investigating the brands, because I haven't heard any, like, as far as it doesn't sound like they're like going after the players. It sounds like they're going after like the schools and the brands.
Okay, and then what's going to happen is the brands are going to snitch on the schools. Like, hey, they knew about it all the time. They told me this is.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a snitch.
And then once they go to the school, say, okay, you're an education institution, and you're allowing this to happen.
Yeah.
They're going to be credibility going to be shot so publicly if it trickles down that far. Yeah. Then they're going to have to start giving compensation to the players. And I feel like Cam Newton brought in his jersey sold like over $1 million worth of jersey. He led them to Orange Bowl. The FedEx, because they won the Orange Bowl, the FedEx gave Auburn like $30 million just for winning that game. Right. And Cam Newton won that game for them. So it's like, you should give them some type of compensation. You say, here's a card. You're going to load this amount of money every month. You can't make these type of purchases with it. If you do, it's be taken away from you immediately.
Right. I mean, I agree with you. Like, I mean, you create a black market by not paying the players. Just like when you have prohibition, nobody's gonna stop drinking beer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and these players are not gonna not make their money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them come from
sports. It's full time to the point where this is so time consuming where they excuse you from class because you gotta go practice and you gotta travel.
Definitely. And
you have to compensate.
They
for
created
that.
fake classes for all these players too.
Those people when they get injured and then they can't play no more, they'll be there for like an additional 4 years.
Right.
Like trying to get a degree because those don't count anymore because they're not an athlete.
Oh wow.
So it's a lot of.
And do they take care of the medical expenses?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Like if you get hurt and you can't play no more, your scholarship is taken. So it's just like it's too much. The families also they target urban kids, right? Have the talent, but their family don't have the means, right?
Yep.
So you create that situation. It's like, look, your son is out cold, best in the state, right?
Right.
I need him to come to my school. What you don't have is finances to hold your household down. Right. So I give you this money. You tell your son to come to my school. We both win. You can have money to send him and take care of your household, right. And then he plays for my school or whatever.
And they take advantage, like you said, they take advantage of these people in these circumstances.
That's why Kyler Perry, at least I respect him because he says, look, I don't want to keep you here for 4 years because I know you got a family to take care of and you got talent.
Right.
So play with me for 1 year. We're going to get this Final Four. I'm going to get you TV exposure. Then you leave here. You can take care of your family.
Right.
He's real with them up front, and that's why college, the number one recruits come to him because his track record, all the players he was sent to the league are good.
Right.
Coach K wants you to stay there 4 years so he can accumulate wins, then he'll send you to the NBA, and in 2 years, nobody wants you. Like Grant Hill and Kyrie Irving, out of all the years Coach K been in the league, are the two best players.
These and many allegations were revealed in a series of complaints made public by federal investigators in New York this past Tuesday. The complaints depict a thriving black market for teenage athletes, one in which coaches, agents, financial advisors, and shoe company employees, Nike and Adidas, well, Nike's been investigated too right now. I think they've already established that Adidas was a part of it, and now they're investigating Nike. Trade on the trusted players and exploit their inability to be openly compensated because of NCAA amateurism rules, which is the dumbest rule ever. Like, this ain't the 1950s. You got so much money flowing through now. Let's see. For these men, bribing coaches was a business investment. That's from June H. Kim, the acting United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York. He calls it the dark underbelly of college basketball. It's actually led to the arrest of nearly a dozen people, including 4 Division I assistant coaches and the global marketing director for Adidas basketball. He said the investigation was continuing. Across 3 complaints, 2 broad schemes were alleged. One involved bribing 4 assistant coaches at Arizona, Auburn, Oklahoma State, and Southern California, all programs in the so-called Power 5 conferences of college sports. And it was to persuade players to send business to certain financial advisors once they turned professional. The other involved efforts to secretly funnel money from Adidas to 3 players and their families in exchange for the players' commitment to play at 2 Adidas-sponsored college programs and to later sign sponsorship deals with the company once they turned pro. The latter complaints that a senior Adidas executive, Jim Gatto, was in on an agreement to pay about $100,000 to the family of Player 10, a heavily recruited high school standout, to steer him to a particular college. While neither the player nor the university was named, descriptions of the institution matched the University of Louisville, which this summer signed a 10-year, $160 million apparel contract with Adidas. Louisville's men's basketball program is currently on NCAA probation over a scandal in which prostitutes were used to entice recruits in on-campus housing. The university is appealing some of those penalties, which were announced this past June. So Louisville was already in trouble. I mean, with doing some of that stuff. You want to get on the mic? I know he wants to give his hot take. But yeah, so I mean, honestly, I'm not mad at any player that's looking to make any money. Like, these kids are coming from poor housing situations, poor communities, and a little girl. So I'm not mad at these players. These are kids, you know. Like I said, they trying to take care of their family. I'm mad at these people making all these millions of dollars and are looking to make more, and then they want to, dangle some, carrot in front of these people, like, hey, come play for me.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, cool. And then you want to fall back on their amateurs, or, amateurs are the people that play at the park for free. You know what I'm saying?
You said you're amateur?
No, am I amateur?
Yeah.
I'm a backyard legend, but but no, I mean, I guess it's a topic that we can go on to like all day as far as whether college athletes should be paid. I think so. Like if they generate, like, okay, you take away the college athlete, then what? You don't have the NCAA. You don't have the money that they're making from ticket sales, jersey sales, television revenue. You don't have all that stuff. And so, you know, to sit there and act like, oh, well, they're getting an education. Okay. Like, that's the bare minimum. Like, that's nothing. That's like your job paying you.
No, because I'm saying you can get an education without, you can get a scholarship that's not
exactly
sports. So I understand. Yeah. It's a job.
It doesn't, yeah,
like,
it
even,
is.
I'm not saying that they need a crazy salary.
Like $1
but
million salary.
It's still a job. Like, if you equated them an hourly wage and that's how much they practice,
they should get
play,
some compensation.
Then that's a job.
How you get an education if you're out of class like 3/4 of your semester?
Exactly.
So right.
You know, but they get like some paper degree, you know, where, you know, they can say they got it, but they didn't really earn it. And to be honest, the college wasn't trying to make them earn it. They was trying to, I mean, they don't care about your education. They'll give you the document saying you got a degree, but they really want you there to play football, basketball, whatever sport you play.
I think, what's name, U of M got a ton of money from Jordan Brand and Nike from taking that too. So I feel like, I hope this falls on the NCAA. Like, look, you're going to be at the point where you want to compensate these people, right? Yeah. We're not paying you, but we make so much money off of you. We have to at least give you something. If you gave them players, what, $2,000 a month, right? They can get something to eat, get you, toiletries, things of that nature to go to the movies. They can't. You consume all of their life, so they at least when they're downtime, they can do normal things because they still,
There's too much money involved. Like, you are creating a black market. People are going to get paid somehow.
You can't even your own signature belongs to the NCAA. You can't even sign nothing.
They got people. They had the YouTube channels before they got into college, and because of that, they're like taking away their scholarships and taking away, other things because they have a YouTube channel and they benefit from it that they already had before they got to college. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even earn your own. Not only are they saying you can't get paid, but you can't even earn the ability to get paid. And that's, to me, it's just ridiculous. So, but anyway, having said that, I wanted to there was a shoe that came out in light of all this. I wanted to make some phone calls. You got the numbers, White Ranger?
Is this a real shoe or not?
Oh, it's a real shoe.
Oh.
It's a real shoe.
Okay.
I
mean, sometimes it's not. So
no, it's a real.
Normally, all the time it's
not.
I
thought I asked.
It's a real shoe. It is the. Okay, let's take a quick break while he gets his stuff together. No, okay, real quick, let me tease it. It's the Rick Pitino special edition Adidas Crazy Explosive under the table.
It's not the special edition, limited edition?
No, it's a special limited edition.
Special.
And then there's also
some shoe on the list, and it was like a special edition, limited edition.
Oh yeah, it was the store was called limited edition, and then it was like special. It was crazy. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to these commercials. Let's pay some bills.
Barry White Ranger here. You all know that I entertain a great deal, and when I'm out and trying to make my best impression, my ensemble is never complete without a really great pair of sneaks. Like me, you can keep your kicks in the best shape possible, simply with Crep. Just a spray or two of Crep, a quick brushing, and voila. Yeah, that was French. And my sneaks are protected from spaghetti, or a fine bottle of Chianti, or even a splash of mud while I help my special lady out of her chariot as we make our way back to my humble abode. You may not entertain as much as I have the opportunity to, but when you do, make sure that what you got on your feet looks its best with Crep. Take it from Barry White Ranger. You won't be sorry, and neither will she.
You are now listening to the Sneaker Box podcast,
the voice of sneaker culture,
bringing soul to the airwaves.
Hey, Jumpman just ran into the studio to put in that last part, and then he left. All right, so I said we had the Rick Pitino special edition Adidas Crazy Explosive under the table, and then we also have the University of Louisville special edition Adidas D-Rose 7 Secure the Bag. So it's called Secure the Bag.
Do you know what that means?
Do you know what it means?
I do. I'm asking you.
I'm
like
asking
when
you,
someone
though.
says,
I'm asking you.
Or they say, I'm in my bag. Do you know what that means?
I'm asking you, though.
But I'm asking you. Do you know what it means?
Do you know what it means?
Yes, I'm asking you.
I'm asking you, though.
That means you don't.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
okay.
No, I like messing.
I'm in my bag. So.
Oh, okay. You have the most blank expression on your face right now.
Yeah, whatever.
Exactly. All right, so let's call this Foot Locker first.
Is that overlay?
It's shellac.
That is the longest dowsel.
I had to Google Rick Pitino.
Because you're so into sports. I mean, you know so much.
When you were, I believed when you said it was a real shoe. I was like, oh, really?
When has there ever been a real shoe on Shoe Check?
I mean, you were so convincing.
That's the point.
Full of it.
Nobody cares.
I'm looking at a picture.
I'm waiting for somebody to say it.
It's Saturday, remember?
It's Saturday?
Phone lines might be busy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because they're looking for the shoe right now.
Oh.
Got him.
Jinx, let me
I know. What
knock
came
on
out
wood.
today other than the Rick Pitino joints?
I just was told this.
Oh, the Blue Suede 5s. Did
Yep, those.
Today. Yeah, people are probably going after those.
Yeah, no.
Why are you grimming me right now? I feel like you give me like the evil
Does
eye.
that 6 come out today or tomorrow?
They about to do the craziest Detroit fit off the Blue Fives. The craziest.
Really?
I mean, it's not even going to match, but it's going to be so crazy.
Man, it's about to see a whole bunch of a sea of Blue 5s.
You're going to see everybody
Lions
at
games.
the Lions game.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Jeez. God. Oh, was something happen? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, cool. Well, we're going to have to wait on that
But
one.
let me ask y'all, while y'all was in Atlanta, did y'all go to Gladys Knights?
No, God. Somebody told us to go. We did.
Y'all suck.
We do. We do. I'm going to
We went to Waffle House like 3 times.
I know. We went
Waffle
like,
House
yeah.
bang, though.
It is. Hey, we did not go.
Wait, where did they go? They went to a soul food restaurant. Though.
Gladys Knights.
That's what I'm saying. They might have went on Monday for
Jumpman?
dinner. Yeah. Oh, I think they went for dinner.
I know.
It's amazing.
Is it? Now I want to catch a flight to
Like,
Atlanta
it's like
just to
grandma's
go.
cooking.
Is it? Somebody told us
Yeah, we
that
gotta
first
ask
day.
Guru. I think they might have went on Monday.
Huh? Because the only spots we've been to was Walters and DTLR, Taco Mac,
Wet Willie's.
Wet Willie's,
Waffle House.
Waffle House. I know.
Times 2.
Yeah.
Times 4.
Oh man, I would have loved to see you at Wet Willie's. That'd be crazy.
Can I get a large?
Man, yeah. 'Cause everybody was scared from me. Everybody has this look of horror on their face. Like I don't know.
He's like, do you see how large I am?
I'm not worried about it. Like the cup wasn't even large. It was like the size, like the height of this can.
But it's, it's like a lot of liquor, though.
Oh, we got Finish Line? We got Finish Line on the phone? Okay, cool.
Finish Line St. Matthew, this is Dre.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Caesar. I'm looking for a shoe that just came out today. I want to see if you guys had it.
This is the Jordan 5?
No. It's a different shoe. It's
okay, which one is it?
It's the Rick Pitino Special Edition Adidas Crazy Explosive Under the Table.
We didn't get those.
Oh, you didn't get those?
Do you know what they look like?
Have you seen them?
I've seen like pictures of them, but the only ones that we got that released today was the 5.
Oh man, it's crazy. I have to say, like, my favorite part of the shoe is like on the bottom. There's like a bunch of money. There's like a clear outsole. And there's like money on the bottom. It's crazy. You know any place that got them?
I would check like City Gear or something. I don't know if they got them, but they would probably be the closest one to have them.
What about the? There's another shoe that came out today. The University of Louisville Special Edition Adidas D-Rose 7 Secure the Bag.
They might have those too. I know we didn't get them though.
Did you seen those too?
I haven't seen them.
But you saw the Rick Pitino joints.
You said what?
But you saw the Rick Pitino joints.
I think so. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna try to call City Gear then. But thank you though.
All right, no problem.
Thank you. Yep.
They was jamming.
I know. Jesus Christ.
I think I seen him.
I've seen him. He went from like
that note,
certain to
that's
like
when
unsure.
you have a job and you don't work for what you like.
Right. He just collecting the check. Oh man. Who else could we get?
Foot Locker Freelane.
I don't. Man. Foot Locker. I'm telling you.
360.
He's calling those. But yeah. Man, we didn't call. Man, we need to go. I want to go back to Atlanta though. I feel like there was so much we missed out on.
Where's Guru? I want to ask them if they went to Gladys, if that's where they went.
It was some other place. Cause remember they was telling us to sticker con.
Cornbread muffins are like
stop it.
Heaven.
Jeez, I love me some cornbread. There was a lot of cornbread.
Do you like
females
cornbread?
down there too.
Yeah. I like food.
Jeez, man.
I like food.
There was some peaches.
There was a lot of
Georgia
purple
peaches.
piranhas down there. Champs is busy. Man, everybody's going off those Rick Pitinos. It's crazy.
Secure.
I know. Secure the bags. Yeah, the D-Rose 7 secure the bag.
We talk about D Rose like that.
Oh, you offended?
Now I gotta go wear a Cleveland jersey because
you gonna begrudgingly wear a Cavs jersey?
we about to get into this bag though. He
don't know what that is.
I guarantee you, him and Dwayne Wade are gonna be wearing suits for the playoffs. I guarantee you.
You need to cut them dreads.
He looks ridiculous.
Man, and never mind. I've been following up on his life.
And you don't even like the D Rose 7s, do you? Because when I said they were dope, you were like, nah, even I'm a D Rose fan. And
Only
I don't
D
like
Roses I got is with the 3s and the 2.5s.
Oh my God. Everybody's busy?
I just hear that.
Jeez. Huh?
Busy.
Everybody's busy. Everybody's selling those Rick Pitinos right now.
Are we calling like West Coast? Like, is it still?
No, I called a bunch of stores by Louisville.
Oh.
By the university, because I figured, they'd be the most likely places to have them. I was going to look for the campus store, but I couldn't find it. Is there a campus store? Can you look that up for me, Francis? Francis is trying to email somebody to get something free again. But
I forgot to play my lottery this morning.
Your lottery?
My lottery.
You play the lottery?
The Daily 4?
Yes.
Oh, here's Foot Locker.
You play lottery too?
Here's Foot Locker.
Me and my dad alternate, but we play every day.
Oh my goodness.
You play the
every day.
I at least thought you had at least another 30 years before that even came
I've been playing the lottery since I was like 14.
You've been going to the
illegally.
Yeah, like they don't know me so much because of my grandma, and I go in there by myself. Like, let me get, and they'll just
they think it's for your grandma.
You are such an old woman. I have to say, for you to be so young, you have your old woman mannerisms. Jesus, like what is going on with Foot Locker right now? Speaking of, remember the lady? Now, maybe you think of. Remember we went to Jimmy Jazz.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we go into Jimmy Jazz.
The worst customer service
I gotta
of
post.
my life.
Yeah, I gotta post this picture sometime today. So we go to Jimmy Jazz. Huh?
Y'all took a picture.
She didn't care. She didn't.
Yeah,
care.
she did not care. I'm telling.
So she was like my height, and she was like leaning on the front table.
The front table. Like,
she was like,
as soon as you come into the
laid
store.
out like on
she
her
about
phone.
to get fired.
No.
On her
She
phone.
like laid out on her phone. And what did you ask her?
I just asked her like, "What do you have in the size 15?" She was like, "Ask them."
And she just pointed.
She
back there
didn't even
like,
turn. She just like pointed randomly. It wasn't even nobody in that direction. She was just like,
was like talking
go
about
there.
it. She just was like too invested to care.
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, I can see you busy," and I just walked off like, "Oh, this."
She was just there, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did not care. Like nobody got
Like,
service
laying on the
whatsoever.
table.
Nobody. You had to go pick
Like
up.
it was people walking around like looking like I need a size. Like she was just laying.
MJ,
on the
I almost
table.
went in the back myself and just started to walk through the stock room to look for my own size 15. Like it was that stupid.
She's in the picture that y'all took.
No, yeah, I took it just of her. Like it's just her and maybe an employee at the register.
It's gonna go viral.
It's
She's
full
gonna
action.
get fired, and then she gonna find you.
Oh, find me. Okay, she's like sneaker girl's size. Like what is she gonna do? No offense, I'm just saying. Like,
Thanks for FedEx and South Terrace.
hey, what's up, man? I'm trying to find a shoe, and I was wondering if you guys had it.
Yep, see it not on there. Huh?
I'm looking for a shoe, and I was wondering if you guys had it.
Which shoe?
It's the Rick Pitino Adidas Crazy Explosive under the table.
No, we don't carry those here.
All right. What about the University of Louisville Adidas D Rose 7 Secure the Bag?
Yeah, we don't have any Adidas basketball shoes here.
Oh, why?
They send them to Foot Locker and House of Hoops.
Oh, dang. What was that about? Oh, okay. But have you seen them though?
No, I hadn't seen them myself.
Oh man, it's dope. Like the bottom is like clear, and there's like a bunch of money, and like
Oh,
it's
wow.
like it's two hands shaking hands as if to broker some type of scrupulous deal.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
I know, right? Like,
Yeah.
I know it's crazy. I want that shoe bad.
You may have to go on our website, man, if the House of Hoops here don't have it.
Oh,
But
no.
they generally carry all of the basketball shoes.
Look, this is the foot action, right?
Yeah, it's Foot Action.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try that out, man. Because I mean, the shoes are dope, man. I just and like the cool part about it, like the shoe is like a table color, as if to say this is under the table and nobody
Right.
should know about this.
That's crazy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna try to call the House of Hoops then and try to see if I can get these secure the bags or under the tables.
All right, brother, man.
Thank you.
All right, no problem.
Yep.
They said, I mean, he sounded really
He was real
invested.
pleasant, I have
he
to
was
say.
real invested in the
I know
conversation.
he really was. I could have continued another 5 minutes with him.
I have a phone number.
He on salary, so he gets a salary, so he don't mind.
No, not at all.
I have a phone number for the University of Louisville Bookstore Apparel Merchandising Gift Store.
Oh, it's called that. Send it to Eric. Then maybe that, if anybody's guaranteed to have any merchandise or apparel, it have to be the campus store, right? Right? No?
I mean, you would think so.
You would think, right?
I mean, yeah.
Like the time we looked for the DeAndre Jordan Reneg pack, like we call it the Mav store.
You talking about spades again?
No. Well, yes. Slightly. There is a slight reference to it. MJ, you know how to play spades, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You can be my partner next time. I am not playing with Rick.
Partially know how to play spades.
You play better than Randall.
You probably play better than Randall and Guru, because Guru was reneging left and right.
You don't even know Randall. You don't.
He was just throwing out random books. Like somebody said, he almost threw out an Uno card.
Yeah.
Like he was just throwing out random cards.
Don't they got spades on what, Pigeon?
I don't think so. I think it's just Uno or Crazy 8 or something. I don't know if they got.
They make me so mad on Uno because I can't play like how I normally play. Like when
his
I
Foot
was
Locker.
like a kid.
Sweet. Why don't you tell them to make Monuments Valley for Android like sometime soon? Thank you. What?
Sorry.
What is up with these long ringtones? I mean, long down. Maybe Champ's got the shoes. That's why we can't reach them. Did you send Eric the campus store number?
I did.
Sweet.
Oh, I got it.
Let me get to the bottom of this. Like, I really want these Ripatinos. I love, too, is like, the more we call stores, the more we add to the shoe. Like, all of a sudden, I got the idea of wood grain being on the shoe.
It should come with an app that you can put on your phone.
I should.
Yeah.
Just make up shoes as we go.
They're probably not even open.
No, not really. It should. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, it should be open. Yeah. I guess the Jimmy Jazz girl also works for the Louisville Foot Locker. She's on her phone right now, so she's not going to be able to answer the store's phone. Sneaker Girl just threw something at me, by the way, for people listening. She's our HR director, and she's acting childish right now. I just want to point that out. And she didn't bring no food for everybody. She came in here with, like, what was it? Poached eggs. Poached eggs. Most people just get scrambled. She got poached eggs. Chaps.
Chaps, want to say Matthew.
Hey, what's going on? I'm looking for a shoe. I was hoping you guys had it.
What shoe you looking for?
It's the Rick Pitino Adidas Crazy Explosive Under the Table.
Rick Pitino Crazy. When I say Rick Pitino Crazy, do we have it?
He has to confirm.
Yeah.
No, we don't have any crazy.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have any Crazy Eggs, man.
No, Crazy Explosive.
Oh, Crazy Explosive.
So the name itself didn't throw him off. It was the shoe.
Gray and yellow or white?
Yeah. No.
We have gray and yellow and all white.
Okay, where's the green at? Because as far as I know, the under the table, it's a brown shoe and it's green under. It's like a bunch of money and it's like two hands shaking, as if to broker some type of backdoor deal.
Thank you. You said that.
I think he's just trying to play with me.
No, nobody's playing with that. That's a serious shoe. Like I'm asking because I really want that shoe.
No, we don't have it, bro.
Oh man. Okay, what about the University of Louisville D Rose 7 Secure the Bag? No, you're laughing at me. I'm looking for a real shoe right now. Like, I mean, this is no laughing matter for me. Oh, he just hung up. Like, can you call that one more time?
I don't get paid enough to be.
Call him one more time.
I think he got disconnected.
I know. I think I got disconnected. I think he went to go look for the shoe and just
they must have a
accidentally hung
droid.
up. Oh my God, see. Oh my God. You are being ridiculous right now.
Sorry, I think my Android disconnected this call.
He wasn't sure. I love how he wasn't sure. He's like, I think they're playing with me right now.
No, bro.
Are you taking selfies right now?
Yeah.
You are the worst. I'm telling you, watching Sneaker Girl prepare for a selfie is probably the most entertaining thing I've ever seen. Okay. They're probably not gonna answer this phone.
No, bro, you got those.
Chance wants to say Matthews.
Hey, how you doing? I think we got disconnected. I was asking for the shoes.
No problem.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I got disconnected. I was asking for a pair of shoes, and all of a sudden, the line just went dark.
Hey, it sounds like dude from Kids Foot Locker. I don't know if I'm tripping or not.
What?
What's his name? Yeah, it's him. I'm pretty sure because he's making some.
Sir, I can assure you, I don't work for Kids Foot.
He said, "Can I get some Rick Pitino under the bag? I mean, under the table, trying to make a Louisville joke."
No, was
Good choice, dude.
a joke, sir? First of all, I'm a diehard Louisville fan. I would never make a joke about Louisville. I wouldn't be.
This
Listen,
is dude from Kids Foot Locker.
this is not from Kids Foot Locker. Hello?
That's dude. Hello?
My whole family has went to Louisville. I'm a diehard Louisville fan. I would not. I take Louisville too serious. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, like I don't know what Kids Foot Locker has to do with any. I don't work for Kids Foot Locker.
No. What did you need? I'm sorry.
I'm being dead serious. Like I swear to God, like I'm trying to find this shoe. Time is of the essence. Like you know how it is. Like once it sells out, the resale
Okay, I dig
value.
it. We don't have it.
You don't have either
But-
shoe.
Are you talking about the Retro 5, right?
No, not the. No, ma'am. I'm looking for the Rick Pitino Adidas Crazy Explosive under the table.
Oh, okay. What color?
It's like a brown wood grain upper, and it's like a clear bottom with money on the bottom.
No, we don't got those. We only got the all white and the gray and the yellow one.
What about the D-Rose 7 Secure the Bag? The University of Louisville Secure the Bags.
No, we don't got them neither.
God, like, could you know anybody that got them?
Nope.
Are you saying no because you don't want to look, or you just don't know?
No. How can I look? You know what I'm saying? You asked me, does anybody else have them? Who am I supposed to check finish line?
I mean, I don't know.
can't
Like,
check that.
I mean, I don't know
No,
if you
I
just look at the
can't.
system and see if another store got them. I don't know. It just seemed like you just said it effortlessly.
Oh, no. I can't check.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm unable to. I'm unable.
Like physically or just?
Physically, I can't.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's nice to know that Foot Locker is hiring paraplegics, but
Even though we are of the same entity, we are two different stores.
right. Ma'am, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, before you hang up, I gotta be honest with you. This is the Sneaker Box podcast. It's with the Sneaker Bar Detroit. And
You said what?
This is the Sneaker Box podcast,
Oh.
and this is not a real shoe. Like the shoe does not exist at all.
Okay.
It was a fake shoe. And I don't work for Kids Foot Locker. That was the one honest thing I said during this whole phone call.
Okay. I gave it to you.
Okay.
All right.
She didn't sound like she cared at all. She was just like, okay, I'm over it. Like I don't even feel like I should even admitted that to her. Now.
I think this old dude from Kids Foot Locker.
I want to know more about this Kids Foot Locker, Drake.
Thank you for that picture, brother.
Where
Was
do
that
we
Snapchat?
call? Because now I want to call Kids Foot Locker.
I know. Like,
What's this beef between the two stores?
I know, like it's this rivalry between
old dude from Kids Foot
Foot Locker and Kids Foot Locker.
He probably stopped them in the parking lot.
Can you imagine they have like this turf war at whatever mall they're at?
That dude is the dude from Kids Foot Locker.
Like pranking
Like, what
each
colors do
other,
they wear?
Like,
They all wear the same uniform. Like, so how would they be able to distinguish each other from each other? I don't know. I guess the name tag would say Kids, right?
Yeah.
But you can always take that off. It's not like sewn into the shirt.
That was.
I don't know. That was
It's
enlightening.
interesting.
That was a very interesting.
But that one dude didn't know anything. He just like
no.
repeating.
No, yeah, I think they're messing with me. I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna stay on this phone for the 5 minutes.
But is this the same
Trying to
one that
figure
said
this
they
out.
have green, white, and yellow? Or
Yeah.
something?
Did they have money on the bottom of them?
I know that's that money. I don't know. I gotta check that out.
I physically can't check it.
I'm enabled.
I'm
She's
enabled.
enabled.
Yeah, she's a paraplegic. Was able to
Enabled.
Enabled.
Unable.
Oh my god. Well, she was physically. Yeah, that's her attempting to answer the phone because she has no arms or legs. She's physically unable.
Enable.
She's physically enabled. physically unable to look for the shoe. So she's just there. She's like Oracle. Like she's just a man on the phone line. She's just talking to Batman. That's it. That's all she can do is just think and talk.
How is she supposed to check?
Right.
I know how. I mean, put your hands on the keyboard and type in the name. That'd be
the
one.
same entity. We do not. What did she say?
I don't know what she said. Enabled. That's all.
Enable. No, it's not unable. She's enabled.
Enable.
You have to enable. She's disabled right now. You have to enable her to.
Is there a button?
She has to. She has to. Maybe she's a cyborg or something. Like she's turned off right now. She's in sleep mode. Anyway,
I don't know why, but that made me think of the movie Flubber. Do you remember that movie?
Wow. I want to know how you connect
Do you
the dots.
remember Flubber?
Yeah, I remember it. I just want
Because
to see you
the
connect the
little
dots.
wife thing, and then you could shut her off.
What was her name?
I don't know. What was her name?
Oh my god! Now,
Look it up.
I want to call her Janine.
Jackie.
You're gonna be single-handedly responsible for like the uptick of downloads of Flubber now on
Francis
Netflix.
is on the research and analytics team.
Oh my god. What's the Rotten Tomatoes of Flubber too? By the way, anybody look that up?
It was a weird movie.
It was from
1997. Like the original or the one with Robin Williams?
Robin Williams.
That was an original.
So I prefer the original.
There was one before that.
That's right. Because we're like.
I was
I know
really
the world did exist.
that one.
The world did exist before 2000.
So wait, was Flubber a remake?
Yes.
Really?
So was the Night Professor. The Night Professor was a remake.
The most
Flubber
discoveries ever made.
Was that the Robin Williams commercial?
A metastable compound.
Yeah. You did not know that?
The Rotten
You went to MSU. You should know all things.
The Rotten Tomatoes for the Robin Williams Flubber was 23% approval.
What was the original? It probably doesn't even have it.
I think you made that up.
Flubber, there's like 2 Flubbers. I think it's like a part 2 or something. I seen
I
both,
ain't getting
and I prefer the original. By the way, it's black and white.
That's not the one I've seen for sure.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. Look it up. Dude,
He's on Wikipedia. What other credible source do you know?
Oh yeah, Wikipedia. You're right.
Okay, so there was a Disney movie called Son of Flubber from 1963.
Dude, there was a Flubber movie.
We don't know what you were watching.
No.
Thank you, White Ranger. Thank you. Did they hear you?
No.
Can you repeat that?
There was an original Flubber. I'm looking for it.
Thank you.
Okay, but what is Flubber?
D-Lo's
what is the
looking for
wife?
it, too.
What
No,
is the
I'm
wife?
still trying to. I want to know more about this.
I want to know about the wife.
You want one?
Obviously, I'm hungry.
Did you hear that?
What?
Your stomach was growling.
I know it is over there. Like
That
it's
was
like a dog, like barking.
Flubber
as you
TV
walk past
show.
the fence. I have to say though, like, it did feel surreal without having you there because usually MJ's with us, and Sneaker Girl can attest to this. We go to Kroger, and we were trying to get her to be mean like you. She's giving me that face right now. See, I missed it. Because MJ usually
I was like unaware of what they were talking about. I'm just like, I don't know.
Like, because the Sneaker Girl was being all pleasant and nice, and it was just like, it felt weird. It was like, we need somebody to like be mad at us about something. Oh, she's mad now. You mad now? Are you doing it for me right now?
Dr. Sarah Jean Reynolds.
And I stand corrected. It was only Son of Flubber that was the original movie.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like they were both done by Disney.
But everybody called
right.
it. Everybody called it Flubber.
Okay, but it was a remake. You could count it as a remake.
Yeah, Fred McMurray from My Three Sons.
Yes.
It was about a Jello
Keenan
Flubber
Wynn.
thing.
Yes.
Was it the same?
Yes.
Can you tell me more about how you know about a film from 1963 though? Caesar?
Because I like anything that's good. It doesn't matter when it came out. See, unlike
Ask
these
him
young
about-
people.
Ask him about Frank Sinatra.
Oh
Go
yeah, I
ahead.
love Frank. Frank is my dude. That's like my second favorite artist.
This is wild.
Who's your first?
Michael Jackson. No, I had to change that. James Brown, Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra. But,
Yeah, we were gonna actually take away your black card.
I
if
know,
you were-
right?
Sorry about the
Continue
tangent
on.
on Flubber.
Are you leaving? Oh, okay.
But yeah, sorry about the tangent on Flubber, but I just wanted people to know.
But see, the problem with you young folks nowadays is y'all think that the world didn't begin before you guys
Okay,
got
some
here.
days you want to be young. and
I'm
other
just
days,
saying, like, you know, like, just because something came out before you doesn't mean that you have to be
It was not
unaware
called
of it.
Flubber, and it was
It's
not
called
a movie.
it was the same premise.
It was not a movie.
I don't even know why do they call it Son of Flubber? That was the dumb title. That was such a dumb title for the first movie. All right, so anyway, it's like Son of the Mask. It's like, okay, that
So
was the sequel.
speaking of stupid,
What's that? Oh, okay. I'm gonna do, there's one story I do want to get to real quick. We got like 13 minutes left. This week in stupid, real quick. I want to read this one story, if you would. Excuse me.
Are you stupid or something? Honestly, as stupid as stupid does.
I love that movie. Sneaker consignment store closing reportedly left some people high and dry. An article from Fox 10 News in Phoenix, Arizona, an alleged scam involving a sneaker consignment store, Pound for Pound, has reportedly left dozens of residents high and dry. The alleged victims are reportedly out of thousands of dollars, and the consignment store owner is nowhere to be found. Pound for Pound, located in Phoenix, Arizona, closed this past August. An investigation has found that the owner allegedly owes multiple people in the valley thousands of dollars. One person, Michael Montoya, said his shoes sold for a grand total of $750, that he was supposed to get $600 off from that. Michael said he's been trying to get his money from Pound for almost a year. He said that he was told by an employee that the shoes were sold on November 10th, November 25th, and November 29th of last year. Literally within a month, all three had been sold. Michael's proof is a receipt from the store showing 3 pairs of Jordans ranging from $120 to $280, with pound for pound set to keep 20% of the sale. Michael never got a dime before he found out the store had suddenly closed. He said, I understand if you give me the money, or if you can't give me the money, but you can't even give me back the shoes? At that point, it's stealing. I have to agree with him. Pound for Pound had 2 other locations in L.A. and Dallas. Both have also been shut down, with online complaints alleging many others have been ripped off as well. In mid-August, Pound for Pound still had sneakers on their shelves while they were closed. By mid-September, the shoe store had cleared out. So they closed, had shoes still left in the shelves, and then all of a sudden the shoes had disappeared, probably never to be seen again by the rightful owners. It's funny how, because I bought some shoes for Pound like a while ago. I'm trying to remember what shoes they were, but I remember buying some shoes from Pound for Pound. I don't know, it sucks when you have consignment stores that do this to people. Like, you trust these stores to handle your shoes and sell them, and then they just close and just dip on you, and, you just kind of without your money or your shoes.
Do regular pawn shops take shoes?
They started to. I've heard a lot of that right now. Like,
you're not going to get anything.
Because they don't know what it is.
Right.
But, okay.
Oh, really? Are you serious? Like, that's.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Why would you come in and drop off a pair of $200 shoes to a pawn shop that's gonna give you $100, and then turn around and sell them for $200? Like,
right? No, I agree. But most of the time when you go to the pawn shop, you're struggling for money anyway, so you're willing to take anything. At that point, nobody's gonna. I mean, if you're gonna go to the pawn shop, that means you did not have the patience to wait on eBay. For 7 days.
There was that that sneaker pawn shop that opened up like
New
3
York.
years ago. Yeah.
Well, that was specifically, but like,
it was
go ahead.
I don't know.
No, I was gonna say most pawn shops. I've heard a lot about just regular pawn shops taking shoes. Oh, this looks awesome. I want this. Don't be surprised.
That's a suitcase, right?
Is it? I'm buying one. I'm telling you, if you are planning to go to another sneaker con and you're in the airport, do not be surprised if I whiz past you
in those things
on my luggage / go-kart.
There might be a weight
limit.
I'm telling you, if I just roll past, I'm just going to roll through TSA
Francis
like
said
that.
They have a weight limit. That's what Francis
What's
said.
the weight limit?
I said there
What
might
you trying
be
to say?
a weight limit.
Are you trying to say I'm fat? Like,
no, you're just big boned.
Exactly.
You're just
boned it.
You're just thick.
Big boned. You added more D's in there than it should be, than necessary. Boned. No, I want this though. I do want that luggage though.
The moto bag.
But anyway, yeah, it just sucks though. And I think a lot of, like I said, like a pawn shop is built to, like, basically take things of value and then flip it, or give you a loan or whatnot. So I wouldn't be surprised as much as sneakers have become items of value that they are now getting into that market. It makes sense. They take a lawnmower, you would think they'd take a $300 pair of Jordans. So
the max rider weight is 260.
Oh man, I'm just in that window.
I'm festively plump.
There you go. All right, let's get to release dates brought to you by Sneaker Bar Detroit's. Oh wow, hold on. Well, I gotta get that out now. Dang. I am tripping. Oh, man.
I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
That exactly.
Did.
Huh?
I was just finishing the word.
I know. Big boned did. According to MJ, I am big boned did.
Just
you
for
gotta
emphasis. No, it's just for emphasis. She's just letting you know.
Oh no, so that means I'm really fat.
You're not just big boned. You're big boned.
I'm so fat they had to add another syllable. To the man, this is ridiculous. Oh, man, I am just scatterbrained today. Okay, here we go. Good. Release dates brought to you by SneakerBarDetroit.com, the number one source of sneaker news and release dates. So today, you already know you have the Air Jordan Retro 5 Blue Suede, the Adidas Y3 Fall 2017 collection.
The Louisville.
Yes, you had the Rick Pitino. You had the Air Jordan Retro 1 High GS Maya Moore. Also had a Air Jordan Retro 10 GS Maya Moore. Oh, you didn't know?
No, I knew. I seen them.
The way you look, you was like, what?
I'm pretty sure it's not
you get
pronounced that
no,
way.
Jen twice that posted them on her page. But I just, I wasn't feeling them.
Okay. Why? You're the second girl I've heard say that today. I wasn't feeling them.
Probably because they're all white and then all gray on the one.
The gray really threw you off? Man?
Yeah.
I mean, the 10s. I thought the 10s looked better than the 1s.
The 10s look great, but I just
passed.
can't do it.
You also have the Nike Hyper Adapt 1.0 Sport Royal, the Nike Kyrie 3 University Red, the Nike KD 10 numbers, The Nike Special Forces Air Force One Mid for Baltimore. And then you have the Packer Shoes and J. Crew Special Edition A6 Gel A3, the 1907 collection. Tomorrow, this shoe's actually coming out tomorrow. You have the Air Jordan Retro 13 Love and Respect Pack, sold exclusively in China. You have the Nike PG1 baseline, the Nike Kobe AD Mid baseline, the Nike Air Force One High Flex, the Nike Vandal High Supreme Metallic Silver, and the Adidas Skateboarding Busanix RX Red Suede. Monday, October 2nd, you have the Nike LeBron Soldier 11 Steel. Thursday, October 5th, the Nike Hyper Adapt 1.0 Red Lagoon will be sold exclusively in Berlin at Nike, Northeast Berlin, in Milan at Nike Lab ST18, and in Paris at the Nike Store Champs Elysees and Nike Lab P75. Also, you have the Distinct Light Special Edition Puma Monochrome Collection and the Adidas EQT Racing ADV Icy Pink. That's for the ladies. Friday, October 6th, you have the Adidas Dame 4 Rip City and the Undyed. Those are two shoes. You have the Saner Special Edition Nike Air Force One Low Latino History Month Master Jaguar. Wow. Saturday, October 7th, you have the United Air.
You've been drinking that Berry
I know,
White
this is
Ranger.
Mountain Dew.
You've been drinking that Berry White Ranger.
I know. No, I mixed Pepsi with my Mountain Dew, like we accused Jumpman of. It's too much caffeine.
Which juice are you talking about? The
Jesus juice.
Oh, I thought you might be talking about the chicken cock.
Yes, that is a real drink that you were drinking.
It's a bourbon. Yeah, it's a real
I'm telling
bourbon.
you, he really put that in his mouth. United Arrows
You were
and Sons.
jealous, too.
United Arrows and Sons Special Slam Jam Special Edition Adidas Consortium Sneaker Exchange Collection. That is the global release of that pack. You also have the Nike Women's Air Force One Low Floral Sequin Pack. You have the Air Jordan Retro 1 Flyknit Royal. Why would you want to buy those? I don't know, but just in case. And then you also have the Air Jordan Retro 3 GS Anthracite. And that is such... I don't even know why they wasted the time, no material making that shit. It's just such a... I don't know. That shoe just looks like it's going to sit forever. Have you seen it? Anthracite? Oh, okay. There are a number of shoes releasing... Well, they have no release dates, such as the Under Armour Curry 4 Low, the Adidas NMD R2 Prime Knit, Triple Black, the Parlay Special Edition Adidas NMD R1 Prime Knit for the Oceans, the Invincible Manire Special Edition Adidas Consortium Sneaker Exchange Collection. No, I said it. No, I'm past that part. You can't do it now.
It's pronounced Gordon.
The Adidas The Adidas Harden Volume 2.
It's pronounced Gordon.
The Adidas Hard on Volume 2.
After the chicken cock bourbon, I'm wondering what you're thinking.
No, I got a lot on my mind right now. The Nike Dunk High Premium N7, the Rockefeller Special Edition Nike Air Force One Low that will be sold exclusively at ComplexCon. The Supreme Special Edition Nike Humera 17 Collection, the Kith Special Edition Nike Air Maestro 2 Red Suede. The Nike LeBron Soldier 11 Wheat, the Nike LeBron 15 Ghost and Wine. Those are two different shoes. And the SoFly Special Edition Air Jordan Retro 17 Low Lightning. The number of shoes releasing overseas with no set release date for here in the States, such as the Puma Basket Platform Metallic Toe Pack, the Nike Air Zoom Mariah. Hey. MJ got on a shoe. Flyknit Racer Multicolor 2.0. And the Nike Women's Air Max 90 Premium Metallic Mahogany. And the Nike Women's Air Max 1 Premium Atlantis. You probably go in Foot Locker EU or something to get those. Stay tuned to SneakerBarDetroit.com for more sneaker news and release dates. And for my favorite part of the show.
Oh, yes. Everyone's favorite part of the show. It is the Sneaker Box Podcast Lady Sneakerheads of the Week, brought to you by Chick with Heat on Instagram. And I got to give some shouts. Let's see. First, give a little love to Stephanie Santiago.
Nice.
And of course, I can't forget Red Coat. On or off.
Man, she is killing
whatever color the coat is, I'm fine with that.
Red coat, blue coat.
Yeah. Me coat, you coat. You know, there was a song years ago that talked about if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, get an ugly girl, make her your wife.
Hey.
But I'll tell you, the thing you need to do, bucktooth Asian cow. and I'm sending some love to her.
I wonder how she came up with that name too. Like,
She is none of the above.
Yeah, the name does not match the face
No, it does not.
or the body.
The body. Oh, sorry, HR. Is that okay?
I know. She's giving
My
a
little sigh there.
I'll see you in my office after the show.
Oh, if she wants to see me in her office, I guess I'll be up for a spanking.
Just bring that chicken cock with you.
Take it everywhere I go.
Oh my gosh.
The bourbon.
It's a real drink.
Bourbon. You saw it. Oh, gotta give a little love to Marlene 2.
How about the Google chicken cock?
You should. Chicken cock bourbon.
I know. Yeah, you might want
You wanna put the bourbon
You might want to be specific as to what you're
Nope,
looking
straight
for.
to images I go.
Wow. Chicken bestiality? That's weird.
He is a lot of things.
He's into weird stuff.
Vienna sausages.
Which is the next shot I had to give was to a dude named Vienna Sausages. I don't know what that's all about. Gotta send some love to Melon113. And can't forget Ari Cardi. We're gonna have a little Bacardi and rum and Coke and a little Cuba Libre. Me and my Artie Cardi. And last but not least, I gotta give a little love to my favorite pastime, highly addictive.
Hey.
And those are this week's Lady Sneakerheads of the Week, brought to you by our new friend, Chick with Heat. You can find her, where did you find her?
On Instagram.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
And with that, we're back in the studio again next week.
Yes, sir.
And then we got to talk about after that.
Yes.
So, have a great rest of the week, and we'll talk to you all very soon.
Yes, sir. So, I guess real quick shout outs. Girl, you look exhausted. Huh? Jeez.
Long week for me. As soon as me and Bossy got in, 12:30.
Where did you guys have soul food at? We were trying to figure
It's called a spot called This Is It. We told Mayhem Expo Randall to find something. If it wasn't good, we was gonna let him have it. But it was good soul food.
MJ seems to disagree.
I do.
What, This Is It? You ain't like it?
No, she wanted you to go.
It was good.
To Gladys Knight.
She feels like
I had brought that up in the car too last night. Chicken and waffles.
They turned that down. They didn't want to wait.
That's because they already went to the Waffle House twice already.
That don't got nothing to do with Gladys Knight.
They was gonna eat waffles. They already had waffles twice.
You don't necessarily gotta get waffles.
No, I wanted to go, but they just
They got macaroni and cheese. They got cornbread. They got fried chicken. They got greens.
How much
they
are they
got
paying you to promote
potato
that?
yams. Oh my! I ain't had it in like 2 years.
MJ sponsored
Oh
by.
my God.
I know.
So it was cool. So I had to work 4 open and closes this week. Then I got woke up by my son, the world's most expensive alarm clock, and and a lady, I guess for the Retro 5s, it was a bit of a line, and then a lady DM'd my store account saying that people were cutting in line, so I was trying to accommodate her. So.
Oh my God. They were cutting in line.
Yeah, that was cutting in line. And people in Toledo, they pull up and they leave their car running. Everybody leaves their car running. Like on Jordan Day, you walk up, there's 6, 7 cars running.
Wow.
Nobody in them.
So when you're ready to steal a car, go to Toledo.
That's
Pretty
why the
much.
insurance solo.
No, it should be high because people could hop in and drive off.
Jesus Christ.
That's because Michigan, no fault state. But for the most part, it was cool though.
All right. Well, anyway, let's get out of here. I know. Now I'm hungry now. Like all this food talk. I haven't eaten a thing. Real quick, I want to shout out Mike Rich, T Ward, man, for being super hospitable to us in their home city, man. Like it was hella dope, being in Atlanta and seeing everybody, and it was just good. Also, too, I want to shout out real quick, Chris Double G 1984 on Instagram, man. He was able to get his hands on those Jordan 32s for me, those all red joints. So appreciate you. Also, man, I feel like I am losing my mind right now. Also, shout out to our sister shows. Make sure to tune in to the Monday Mid-Soul this Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on their own channel, the Monday Mid-Soul. Also, Talking Kicks, formerly, a bunch of former members from Soulful Sneaker Talk. They have formed Talking Kicks. They've been doing it for a couple weeks now. So you can go on their YouTube channel, named after the show, Talking Kicks. Check them out. I think they're Wednesdays at like 8:30. Also, Sneaker Files podcast. Also check them out. You can find them on iTunes and SoundCloud and all that good stuff. And then, of course, we got to shout out our family over at Crepitech. Oh, man, what? Some telemarketers calling me right now. Shout out our family members over at Crepitech, the official partners of the Sneaker Box podcast, to clean and protect your shoes from anything life or nature throws at it. Get the most out of your sneakers and practice safe stunting. Go to Crepitech.com to get your shoes some protection. Remember, it's Crepitech, the only brand that protects you from head to toe. And then since Jumpman is not here, who's going to do his word for today? Sneaker Girl?
Sneaker Girl.
Nisha.
It's right there.
I know. You guys got to read it. Like, she thought she had to actually, like on the fly to make up something.
Okay.
Thought-provoking to say.
Okay. In a world filled with hate, we must still dare to hope. In a world filled with anger, we must still dare to comfort. In a world filled with despair, we must still dare to dream. And in a world filled with distrust, we must dare to believe. Michael Jackson.
I was about to say, that Martin Luther King exhibit really touched Jumpman. Like, it's been wordy ever since. All right, so anyway, this is episode, 142? All right, man, we'll see y'all on episode 143. I'm C's, Francis, MJ, Guru, HR. All right, man. So we out, man. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
But we've all been through the missile lag and the space gap. We just don't want a flubber foul-up on our hands.
Of course, the country's needs come first, sir. But if I could have just a little money right now...
Oh, you'll be recompensed. Goodness knows the armed services are never chintzy. Now, what do? We beard the appropriations boys in Congress. Matter of fact, I'm putting two of my bravest financial officers on the mission.
You understand?